addictions sometimes are like symptoms of a bigger problem, right? So you're trying to fix something, or I think the best example to use is pornography. Like if you're addicted to pornography, it's something you need to like work on, because what it is,
stop watching porn. That's the first rule.
It's harder than that. You can't just unplug.
That's the problem, but that's the only.
But I don't.
That's your final aim.
Except, why are you showing legs? We don't want to see.
My brother, bro. December is our own summer.
True.
How is December our summer?
But it's like 40 degrees.
Time.
It's like
in the ideology of
summer, it's actually
themes
December.
of
the themes,
the partying,
the partying,
recklessness.
What do you guys have planned for December?
Aside from my birthday, nothing.
Melody's birthday is in December, ladies.
No, how old are you?
Tolani.
How old will you be?
Why is that you guys' business? Please don't do that. Please mind your business.
Are you scared of
I'm thinking about my age. When I remember, I'll let you know.
No, are you scared of
why are women like this?
I want to think about my age. Is it your age? My birthday is on the 23rd. I'm taking gift. Like 23rd. If you love me,
do not give Melody Hassan any gift if she doesn't tell us what her age is. Yes, we need to know what we're investing in.
Listen, I need to think about
a gift is an investment, emotional or otherwise.
And please, guys, I'm saying this now.
Buy the dip.
Pod. Last year on my birthday.
FTX
Last year on my birthday, somebody posted my picture and wrote "Happy birthday, Melody. Again. God bless you." Don't try that nonsense this year.
We'll go again.
Don't try it.
What was the problem with that?
It was so hurtful.
Why?
Because I've seen Tolani post pictures. See, I'm one of Tolani's closest friends. Why are you not writing an episode on my birthday, telling me how I changed your life, how I made you cry,
you never changed
whatever I showed you love, took care of you when you were your low time, something. Just write it down. And you didn't do that. Then next week, it's supposed to random people and say, "Oh my God, I believe."
But I didn't say I loved you.
Other people, you write episodes for them and you don't even know them that well.
For a lot of people.
Tolani, good, but I've seen you write episodes for random girls. My point is,
but girls that I was trying to sleep with at the time.
You see, I was seeing the episodes,
but I was not going to sleep with you.
So I don't mean anything to you.
You do. That's why I say I love you.
I want other emotions. Except an emotion guy.
So let me tell you. You know the problem with this life. Some of those girls wanted "I love you."
But have I ever written an epistle for
on my birthday, we wrote really nice things on Instagram. But it wasn't very long. But this year, make it longer. Thank you. I like epistles. I'm an epistle girl. Post my picture with paragraphs.
Nigerian women don't like paragraphs, so they have to wish them a happy birthday.
I know it's I go do your birthday. They send you scriptures. Should you want an episode?
I said post me on Instagram and write something.
The greatest love is God's love.
12 a.m.
Agape
6
love.
a.m. 12 a.m.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Post your picture. That going in and coming blessed. You are blessed in the city.
You guys are absolutely ridiculous. But honestly, if you could attend any one artist show this year for free, you get everything that you want. Who is the one artist you'd absolutely love to go see perform? You get VIP tickets, everything, front row, everything.
Actually, that's not true.
I mean, for me, it's still Ashake.
Yeah.
For me, it's Ashake.
But you guys still want to go to Ashake with all the drama.
Thankfully, the boys are in the industry.
I want to be in the room when Organize is being played and the goosebumps are on everybody's body. Or when we all do Joa.
But I've been seeing other videos of his recent performances and they look good. Looks like he took the feedback and went on to work well.
It.
Yeah, I like
it.
Like
when Nigerian has to take feedback on board.
I like it.
I think it's going to be here for... It should be here for a minute.
Yeah, I like it. You can tell that he's improved from the feedback he's gotten. And that's why people need to understand that feedback is not always hating on the artist. When somebody give feedback and say, this is bad, this is not good, this is not... So you're a hater.
Nigerians are so simplistic.
Very, very.
I'm going to say something before we go back to Ashake.
Yeah.
So I posted, someone asked me, or a few people have asked me, and I didn't see them, to be honest. I really apologize for some of those guys, some of those things. It's been a crazy couple of days. So someone asked me that what are my top songs and artists of the year?
I saw it.
So I posted it, and number 9 and number 10 songs were Santi songs.
Someone answered that why Santi. I didn't expect to see Santi.
I didn't expect to see
from
Santi.
The code review he gave his album.
The guy did it innocently.
Innocently, yeah.
I don't think he meant any harm by doing what he did. But my problem is, it's a problem because just because I gave an album a negative review doesn't mean I hate the artist.
Plus, compared to your really negative reviews, that was not a negative
And
review.
also, an album may not be executed well, and they'll have 2 or 3 songs that are really fantastic on it.
You guys are so smart. Thank you.
Or as they say on Twitter, it's not for me.
I'm not sure the album was for anybody.
It's not for me.
It's 21, but bro, he had bangers. I mean, we've discussed that.
They touch me.
He had like 7 tracks that were really good.
The songs that he featured, Ghost
that pattern, Wicked
Mad.
City.
Mad.
Wicked City is a really good song.
Mad.
The Pearls, Missing 25. Where's Missing anyway?
I don't know. It'll be somewhere. Mad.
But that boy is working hard. I think he's released 3 bodies of work now.
Who's that?
Is it the new Psycho YP?
Who's that now?
Mrs.
Okay.
He's not.
Psycho YP is still the new Psycho YP.
Yes. He's not.
Meanwhile, Psycho has a show this. Shout out to Osage. Osage was telling me some days ago.
Lagos.
Yeah.
Psycho YP has a show in Lagos.
I haven't seen it.
But like go.
That's what I told Osage.
I haven't seen it though.
She told me some weeks ago.
Osage the woman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like go.
It's amazing how we went from Osage, artist manager, to Osage. What's the name of the company again?
1 RPM.
No.
The Zone Agency.
Zone Agency.
Osage the Zone. To Osage 1 RPM.
That's growth, actually.
Bro, that's actually evolution.
That's growth.
Shout out Osage.
Shout out to Osage.
Uh,
Osage, come and give us back.
Please. Please. Shameless plug. My artist. My artist has released music.
Yay!
And shout out to everybody
Terms and conditions, baby.
that has been supporting.
That's
real.
actually true.
For real. Terms and conditions,
Terms and
baby. For
conditions,
real.
baby.
Shout out to everybody that has been supporting. Her name is Code AF. Code with a K.
Cold as fuck.
Code
Social media handles.
AF.
I was talking to
On all platforms, she is at She Is Cold. At She Is Cold. The code is always with a K.
KOL.
She just dropped a new 2-track project called Code Season, and the reception.
What you can do is when you listen to the music, don't say the music is good. Don't say you like it. Just mention her and post Umbrella with Ray Falling. Fine.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with Ill Bliss.
Yeah.
So he came to CTFM a couple of days ago, asking me, Melody, what are the young people? I'm like, have you not heard Code? He said, that girl with the beautiful eyes. That's what he said.
It's crazy that Iblis is still keeping tabs on the culture.
He
Very
said,
much.
He said
Very,
that
very
girl with
much.
beautiful
Shout
eyes.
out,
I'm like,
Ilbis. He also posted the project.
Oh.
on his IG. Yeah, he did. Shout out to him.
Always supportive.
Shout out
Always
to him,
supportive.
yeah.
That's an OG.
Shout out to
Shout
him.
out to
I saw him at the Hennessy event some days ago. Saw him walking out. He was going to come for the event. I think he wanted to go out to pick a call and then come back. Shout out to Iblis.
Shout out to Illy. Good vibes. Always. Always good
Anyways.
vibes. We need to do that episode of Ilblis and Clarence Peters.
Yeah,
together,
in our
Yes, I
We
would
need to do
love.
we need to do it live.
actually. Can we do it for our 100th episode?
Who knew you were this
100.
part?
I've been cracking my head about what we should do for our 100th episode.
That's stories, man.
Yeah, we should. We could.
But meanwhile, seriously, shout out to all of you, especially all of you that posted your Spotify Wrapped, and we saw.
Bro,
tweets
you
and
guys are
whatnot.
amazing.
Do you know how mad it was that people
It
started
was a
posting their
madness.
Spotify rap? I had to leave Twitter. Like, I'm like, okay,
It
I'll come
was-
back to
it
this
was-
tomorrow.
it was
Because
a
it was a
madness.
lot.
Thank
And I
you
didn't
for
want to
the love.
respond to one and I'll not see the other. I'm like, these are a lot of
And shout out
messages.
to the people that were missed. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
So sorry.
And it was really beautiful to see that the people posting their Spotify rap actually had, most of them, over 90% of them had our podcast as number one.
That's number one.
I think the biggest blessing is that a lot of
So
people
mad.
actually want to, like the people that listen to this pod are actually people that are invested. Do you understand?
Like,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Heavily invested. So shout out to you guys. And the good thing is, what's the numbers on that episode again?
That episode, over 12,000. We have an episode that had over 12,000.
That one, Vector.
No, just
Solo
3 of us.
episode.
Mad
Just
thing.
3 of us. I
Oh,
can't remember the name
Is
of
it
the
the way?
episode.
Is it the way you touch me episode?
No, I will check. But it had over 12,000 downloads. As of the last time I checked it, so it might have come past that.
That's crazy, man.
That's really ridiculous.
Like when it got to 12,000, I stopped checking. I was always checking it weekly.
And that's excluding Audio Mac Boomplay on YouTube.
Yeah, so
That's mad.
the love has been immense.
Actually,
Shout out to
can't
you
lie.
guys. Thank you very much.
The love has been immense.
We
so,
love you guys.
So I like to say this again. I like when you guys are dragging. Please just let's stick to Tolani. When you guys add me, it makes me feel some type of way. Can we all just
dear
focus on
Wizkid
Tolani?
FC.
for the
I have one for you
sake of
guys.
gender equality and balance, we must always drag Melody.
Please
you
don't.
very much.
If I was going to drag any of the guy,
I have word for Wizkid FC.
Again, what happened to you people? Like, you people should love yourselves.
I have word for you. Do you understand that?
No.
I think they should go and fuck themselves. Like,
Okay. I have word for Wizkid FC.
what they did to you again? I love you.
I am not sorry.
Big ups to Wizkid, the OG, the legend.
Did you guys like the new hairstyle?
Yeah, I do actually. I like it for the new hairstyle and for officially kicking off Detty December by not showing up for a concert in Ghana.
Did you guys see the reason though?
Yes, I did.
What was the reason?
He put out a statement.
Apparently, he put out a statement. Before he put out a statement,
He put out a statement and deleted it and posted it again.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a guy.
Let me bring out the statement.
There's a guy named Olele Salvador. Shout out to Olele Salvador. He's South African. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Fellow journalist. Twitter
That did the live, Abby.
Did you do it live?
Is it when I was talking
he
on?
posted a thread yesterday, and he was talking about how the reason why Wizkid didn't show.
Okay.
Oh, I know the guy.
So
I remember the guy.
apparently,
I missed this.
I think it was on Twitter Space. I think so.
No, on his Twitter
No, I think
page.
it also was on the Twitter Space.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Oh,
I think
okay,
I saw
man.
some audio clips.
It's very possible that it was on Twitter Space. So
Not
he
sure
said
which
there was
one guy
a contract in the contract signed between Wiz and the organizers of the show.
Yeah.
That is there was a specific an expected amount of audience turnout.
Oh,
It was a stadium show,
Yes, it was.
and allegedly that's what he claims.
the guy.
Yeah, that it was a stadium show, and there was meant to be an expected amount of turnout for
Let's
Wizkid
say
to be able
60%,
to exactly,
70%, yeah.
and it was not. It was not.
It was
met.
far from it.
Because they didn't do
far from it.
promotion.
Yeah, because they didn't allegedly.
Allegedly didn't do,
They didn't do
good
the
enough
work.
promotion.
And that's number one. What Olile also said was, he doesn't think it was. A lot of people said it was. They don't think it was the right time to do a stadium show in Ghana.
Why?
Why?
I have no idea. It's just not for one artist as a focus artist. That's what they said.
I don't think so.
That's what they said. We don't live in Ghana.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. And then number three, a lot of people also said that they felt like there's a general apathy towards like events, just like we have in Nigeria right now currently.
Do we?
We do kind of.
I don't think so, Tom.
People that attend the show, most shows in Nigeria are IJGB people.
I say like pure Nigeria, like actual. I said pure Nigeria.
No, how many events?
Pure Nigeria.
How many events do you attend in December?
That's me now. I've seen it. I've seen it over time. I've done did it.
Except
now.
you work in the entertainment industry. You work in the. That's why you're probably going to attend a lot of events in December.
Me too.
How many events do you attend normally?
Too much.
No, normally.
In December.
Yeah.
Normally. So what I usually do is I stay away from all the big shows.
Exactly.
So I would go for the smaller shows, and even those smaller shows are becoming big shows.
Exactly.
Like I used to
Cavemen.
go for
No, Cavemen is no
Cavemen,
longer a small show.
Palm Wine Festival. At least the first two.
It's huge now.
Now
it's
it's
a big
huge.
show.
Yeah.
So,
Chike is a big show as well.
big
Yes,
show.
it is.
Yeah.
But guys, just to respond to what Tolani said, right? The part where I said I don't.
big
think
ups to
so.
Summer Dinner.
That was the last one that they all went and they all turned.
We're coming for that one.
Anyways,
What do you want from me?
Sorry. Why I said I don't think so, I was responding to Tolani saying that someone said that they don't think it's the right time for a maybe a stadium concert, or maybe like a one headliner, right? Why I was saying I don't think so because I think that I would like to think that being Wizkid can headline show in any country and still get crowds. So I would like to think that was more of the promotion.
So the problem is we don't know the machinations of the show.
This is a very strong statement.
Yeah.
Do you think Wizkid can sell out a 40,000 stadium
Anywhere
in Ghana?
in Africa? Yes,
Ghana.
It will. It can.
Yes. So
It
do
can.
you think
It should
do you
be able
think
to.
Wizkid will fill up Surulere? What's that stadium?
Yeah, it will. Easy.
Olamide did not.
Easy. Bro, stadium,
Olamide did not.
stadium is a lot of numbers.
Olamide did not.
Stadium is a lot of numbers. Bro.
So Wizkid's statement, he said, let me just go to the part where he said, my brand is something like, that's not the beginning, I'm just trying to cut it short.
Yeah.
My brand is something I don't joke with. I sincerely apologize to everyone who made the effort to come out for me last night. I was charged up, looking forward to doing this show. However, please understand that every decision I made coincided with honoring my fans. I would only make a drastic decision like this because it was the right thing to do. Unfortunately, up until the day of this show, there continued to be safety and production issues that prevented me from putting on a high quality show that my fans deserve.
That's
So I think
separate. That's separate from what that guy
Yes,
said.
this is a production thing. So I'm trying
Again,
to,
what that guy was saying is also he put a lot of blame at the feet
of the promoters.
of
Yeah,
the show organizers.
but the reason is different.
But guy, he
But
probably
you can also tag this under production issues.
Yes.
euphemism.
Yes.
So he couldn't have gone ahead to say.
And now he's doing a show in Ghana. Wizkid is going to do a show in Ghana.
That's what he said. I think he said he's put something.
This guy has a lot of fans in Ghana.
He's going to do a show in
He
Ghana.
said, my team and myself are working on delivering a show to my amazing fans in Ghana. It will be just us, me and you, date and details soon. I wish that all artists, it's not possible, but I wish that artists could put together their own show themselves. I think that the promoters don't put in as much work as the artists would.
That's not true.
Maybe not, right?
Because
I feel like lots of
what you
times...
say is not true?
What I'm saying, I feel like lots of times promoters might not be able to deliver the show the way the artist would want when it comes to production, when it comes to setting up the stage and everything. Because sometimes we hear artists say stuff like, the sound is bad, this is bad, that is bad. Do you understand? And some promoter might just feel that if they use a particular artist, they'll make their money back and all of that. They might not necessarily want to pay attention.
To be honest,
and if it's their name, when the thing goes, but I don't think people even remember the promoters. It's the artist they'll mention.
To be honest.
Do you get my point?
True. It's
yes.
It's like the Travis Scott and Live Nation thing.
Nobody cares about, nobody mentioned.
I'm glad that we've all calmed down and we've come back to
stupid actually.
Normalcy. When the Travis Scott Live Nation thing happened, and people were blaming Travis Scott,
and he had to pay. I think he paid off. Was it him?
I can't confirm that.
Paid anything. I know they were in court. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
some
far
family.
What
members.
I don't understand
Let me
is
get the facts.
like,
bro,
one thing I
Live
don't like.
Nation is producing the show. My man's is here to perform and go home. You want his
But don't blame the artist
and first aid and
it's your name. That's an artist too.
What they did that I don't like is I don't like the way people. I mean, it's human nature, but I feel like people need to curb quote unquote human nature at times.
Yeah.
I feel like the context of human nature tends to it saves people a lot of responsibility because I don't believe Travis Scott would have heard that people were getting trampled.
Some people said that they think he did here.
Come on, bro. Look,
but there was somebody in front of him or something.
The only reason why a lot of people will say that is Travis Scott is known for throwing a lot of chaotic shows. A lot of his shows have been shut down before. And when I say chaotic,
his fans, they rave.
Do you understand? It's like rage, actually. It's rage.
They rage. Thank you very much.
Let's not forget the underage factor. People saying that people putting out concert and allowing underage.
That's not Travis Scott's problem.
That's on the show promoter. People selling
that's not
tickets.
Travis Scott's
That's
problem.
on them.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Travis. I'm just saying in general. That's even a problem. Even here in Nigeria, we talked about it in certain shows here. That is heavy on
there's
underage.
A particular concert. I'm not going to mention it, but there's a particular concert series.
Why?
That the first time I went,
just
I
children.
saw a lot of underage kids backstage, and I was like, "The fuck is this shit?" And it was so funny that at some point that night, this is the wildest shit. I'm not even making shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Someone came on stage and was like, if you know your name is
your mother is
your driver is here to take you, bruv. I was so disgusted. I was like,
I don't think that's going to happen to those shows again, Chad.
I was like,
so for the Travis Scott fact part, he offered to pay
for the burial,
the funeral expenses of the 8 victims who died, but they turned it down.
Mm.
After what victims reject Travis Scott's offer to pay for
he didn't have to pay for it.
He didn't even have to. It was just that the attack he was getting at that point was so
every time
much.
It's never the promoter, it's always the artist. So as the artist, you know that you have something to lose, so you have to be hands-on.
Where I'm even going,
you can't just leave it to them.
No, where I'm also going is, especially for the Nigerian scenario,
climate,
right? In the Nigerian scenario, listen, our artists, our promoters do our shows anyhow because they know that the artists themselves do their own things anyhow,
and also they know that the fans will still show up
at the end of the day. Do you understand?
Imagine if fans start boycotting certain shows and saying, "Oh, because you did it, they'll
listen. We might even need government intervention or something
for a lot of things.
We might need government intervention
for a lot of things.
How can somebody repeatedly treat you, but you continue to go?
You can't put a show for 10 and start at 1 a.m. or start at 2 a.m. My niggas, we have to make everybody calm down.
Bro. A lot of factors are responsible for that. A lot of factors.
I know, but it has now become
the norm.
The norm. That's the problem.
People don't even try.
I think the only way we can is course correction. It's course correction. But the problem is so complex that, like, because artists, the only reason why artists were not, so it started because artists were not ready to go to events where people were not perform in front of people that were not present yet.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Nigerian time is a real thing, and that's the fundamental problem.
Yep.
A lot of people will hear that shows are meant to start at 7.
They won't bother to like.
But why do they do that?
Because they know African
that's
time. African time.
Let's start from like the base,
Mm-hmm.
African time.
If Fowls was doing a show and you knew it was a Fowls show,
would you go there early?
you go there early.
Bro, people still go there late.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, not on the
His
level of
His first show. No, his first show.
Maybe.
I was there. A lot of people came late.
because of the because
second
at
one.
Second
They
one,
don't try
people
am.
came early.
because it was a niche audience.
Yeah,
It was
the
a niche
second
audience.
one,
And the people that
came
a
early.
lot of people that will go early are still niche people.
Tolani,
course,
and
sir.
because
Exactly.
they know that the brand,
Audience.
yes, and they also know.
Those are the people he's doing the show for.
Again, that's what I'm saying. We are
Tolani,
saying the
people
same
forget
thing.
this niche audience and call.
Wait. It's the same thing that we're saying. And the reason why I'm saying the same thing we are saying is a lot of shows that we complain about are huge shows.
Yeah.
It's all about primary audiences and niche audiences.
All mixed together.
Exactly. Now, the people that are going there, because it was an African time thing and artists have ego,
Yes.
right? And organizers don't want to also start shows that people are going to go to complain about.
I say it was
They
not
don't want
filled
to
up.
fuck relationships up with artists. Artists are going to say, "Oh, you didn't fill up the venue
Yes.
before you came to come and perform." Like
Yes.
Nigerian guys, don't get it twisted. Nigerian artists have huge egos.
But this is now another interesting situation because except for Wizkid's situation where it was agreed in contract by what that guy said, right? My nigga, I paid you to come and perform.
Just perform and go.
No.
What is no?
That's actually the truth.
Are you joking?
Wait.
Unless we agreed it in contract that if so amount of people did not show up.
So are you saying? Do you? Okay, so that's why. That's what I'm.
Do you understand?
That's what I keep saying, that artists should start organizing these things themselves. Because if you're saying that if the artist comes and performs in front of 10 people, is the artist's name that will go out tomorrow and say this person performed?
I don't disagree
This
with
person
you.
could
That's
not
one
pull.
solution.
This
But
person could
Nigerian
not
artists
pull
are not going to do
1,000.
that.
Wait, now this person could not pull 1,000 something. So you only perform to 2 people. Is the artist? Nobody will mention the promoter that didn't do a good job.
But Nigerian artists are not going to do that.
To be
Sorry
fair,
break it to you.
to be fair, Nigerian shows in Nigeria, the promoters don't do a terrible job at promoting. If there's one thing I'll give Nigerian show organizers credit
Not really.
for
Not all of
promoting,
them.
they really try.
I mean, the top two,
They
which
try.
is like
they
live,
try.
live sports
And also,
flight time.
another
Flight
thing
time.
that has made it easier is Nigerian media houses. I don't know how that relationship established between show promoters and media
so what
houses.
they do is that they partner with media. So they
The
give them
partnerships help.
time. They
Do
give
you
them
understand?
radio airplay. Sorry,
They help.
yeah.
So I wouldn't say. See,
Flight time. Maybe say I go my
Promotion-
Atafo show. They
pre-
fashion show. They promote.
pre-
Flight
Events-
time now is now a staple thing.
Bro,
You know,
promotion
everybody
is ridiculous.
flight
Mad
time.
thing. Live
Rhythm
sport.
Unplugged.
That's
Rhythm-
the same
that's
people.
the same people.
all
Flight
these
time
things
is
are
Rhythm
now.
Unplugged.
Thank you, Jerry. All these things are now staple parts of December. Like,
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the problem, I really don't. A lot of them don't do it. Aside from the top two and maybe a few others, the entertainment and some others. Some people don't really do a good job at it. I think another set that does a good job at it is, Top Boy.
Shout out
That's the
Top Boy.
plug.
Shout
right
out
now.
Top Boy and Plug.
I think that those are the ones that really do a good job in terms of.
It's not all
And
the
maybe
plug,
Giddy
right?
Fest,
They've merged.
Eclipse.
It's not all the
it's
plug.
Eclipse as well. That's Chin Giddy Fest.
Mm.
A lot of people. I wouldn't say
Need to even bring back Giddy Fest
it's coming back.
It's coming
next year.
back next
next
year.
year.
Yeah.
Thing.
I don't think a lot of people do a good job at
I
it.
think
Just
we should have a chin episode.
Yeah.
hello,
let's
Mr.
have a
Chino
episode.
Keke. Pull up
We
the
should have a
Terms
chin
and Conditions
episode.
podcast. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So a lot of them being a good show promoter goes beyond like promotions,
Yeah, true.
pre-event
I
promotions.
swear to God.
On the day of the event, for example, you are not looking at parking spaces. You are looking at how to douse traffic.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like people can't even get in because there's a lot of traffic.
And this is why you need to give it to people like Top Boy.
Do you understand?
um,
The places they
Alaji
go
Poppy.
to
The places
exactly
they use for their
parking for events.
Yeah.
Mainland block party especially, like parking for the event is sorted. Even island block party,
Yeah.
as packed as it was last year, you could park still.
and security
So-
everywhere.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like all these things are very important. Like if you have a lot of traffic, people can get inside.
The guys will just turn back.
It's so crazy that one of the places where it's sure for you die, that the show would be anyhow and done anyhow, is an establishment such as a hotel. It's so crazy.
But let's be honest.
But that's
be,
wild.
Let's be honest. Let's be absolutely honest. A hotel is not a great place to do a show.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Why?
Because number one, it's in the center of Victoria Island.
The heart, like major traffic.
That means
on a
parking
good day,
slots
on a good
unlimited
day, on a
automatically.
good day,
But guys,
traffic on that road.
Guys, inside the Eco Hotel, there's parking space.
Melody.
It's just to get in.
Yeah, but no,
Melody,
Eco
how many
Hotel
cars
is also
can be
busy.
parked inside the Eco Hotel?
Eco Hotel is also
because they are running their business at the same time,
now.
and you are coming to events.
But that means they've been doing successfully for years.
No, parking spots have been halved already.
They've been doing it. So what do you measure?
They look like they've been doing it.
What do you measure as success? Have they been making money? Of course.
No, I mean that when it comes to
what's the customer experience? Trash.
Not great.
I'm even talking safe. Didn't I attend? Was it not who show did I attend last year? It was not AY show. I can't remember.
Shout out to them. They don't collect money for parking.
The parking from who?
Eco Hotel.
How? Outside?
No, like if you come and
for an
you
event.
Stay for a while and you're going, they'll ticket you
really?
and tell you how long.
Anyway, so the AY event thing. Do you know how long it was? It AY? I can't remember. See the crowd outside to get in. I remember saying I forgot that one actually because I rarely ever attend these things.
Like Eco Hotel shows, they've given me a lot of PTSD.
I think we actually need spaces where these concerts can happen.
And that's the responsibility of the government.
Yes.
I'd rather not go for
because at the end of the day, and if it's not going to be a government, it's not going to be government. That's to be individual companies that are willing to do it. That's why live sport.
As CSR.
No, they're willing to do it as business.
Imagine Live Sport and Rhythm Unplugged partnering to get a space where they can all do their shows.
Live Sport has like a.
I know they have their own venue. Yes,
shout out to Live Sport too. That's another platform that's
really
doing good shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
And the good thing with all these people is also they are really good production companies.
Yeah. Yes.
So if you wanted to do a show, you can always call them to come and do your show.
Yeah.
But Nigerian artists are never going to do it.
Live Sport produces
Nigerian
Housewives of Lagos.
Yeah, and I think they do Nigerian Idol.
They do. People don't know what they do. Real Housewives of Lagos.
Yeah, they do.
They're really
That's
good.
some mad thing, no. Their production is always top notch, anyways. So back to the commercial. I just think that.
But what does that? Shout out to Diary. Baba, please pick your call. You need to come on the pod. I want to know what that entails, though. That's what I would like to know when it comes to this pod.
Like the Real Housewives of Lagos.
Yeah.
Production wise, it'd be a madness.
Yeah.
Definitely a madness.
Production wise.
Back to what we're saying about the artist promoter relationship. That's what I was trying to say, that when these things go down, when shit hits the fan, people blame the artist. That's why the artists have to they have to be on top of it. I don't mean you can't be on top of it, of course, but maybe assign someone from your team that is watching this thing every minute.
That's
your name.
That's literally what the road manager exists for, right?
Which one?
The road manager of an artist.
I thought the job is just to escort them to interview.
No, my God, no. No. You know, so things like making sure your rider is met, like you give them your technical riders, you know, because when you say you have a brand, anyway, let me not talk.
It's not easy work actually.
It's not. And every time they drag the artists, and we never. I can't even
remember.
Honest,
let's see. The only way we're going to get out of this mess, it's become a systemic problem where just because fans, there was Nigerian time already. Now fans know the Nigerian artists are never going to come out on time. So that means they will not come out on time. And you know the resulting problem of that? All of them are programmed to come out at the same time.
Which is like 11.
And when they are coming, there's a lot of traffic. No. So before they get in, it's like 2 a.m. Artists cannot come out.
It's true to excel because if we're all coming at the same time.
What do you want to say?
No. Okay. Nigerians actually pull up. There are always people that pull up for the shows.
Not really, bro.
No.
Not really. Nigerians are typically late comers, even for our own personal meetings. For
hear me out.
Okay. Go.
Burna Boy's December concert was slated for 10 p.m.
Last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
10:30 p.m. Eco Hotel was full.
Is it good enough for Burna Boy to come up and perform? That's a big question here.
That was not the problem. The problem was by 10:30, 11, 12 p.m. By 12 a.m. now, we're in a new day. Carpenters were still knocking wood.
Inside the event?
Inside the hall.
What are we saying? Inside the event center? What are we saying? I don't want to say the wrong name. I can't remember. Sorry, Ektonani. I can't remember. I'm not sure. Was it not Simi that was explaining last year?
I think Burna Boy, even like when he came on stage, he like threw shade at the...
Was it not Simi that said the same thing last year when people were dragging her or something for coming? I can't remember if it was Simi at her show. She said that it wasn't her fault. That the event people did not start preparing the place on time or something, and she had to come out late. It's not their fault every time.
See, it's a systemic problem. If event organizers had an expectation that fans are going to be there on time, artists are going to be there on time, and fans have an attitude of not accepting. For example, let me say it on this podcast. Mm-hmm. That day that we bought food close to your house, that money that was taken, I told you that they have still not, that money is not back till now. Since then, Access Bank I was taking another 5,045
that they have not returned to
From your account.
Another 3,300. That is
You just
not
keep
back.
taking money from
That's
your.
17,000.
Why have you not gone to the
Debited.
bank?
It's not back.
Why have you not gone to the bank?
I've gone to the bank twice. Do you understand?
a systemic problem.
Now, but the moment I come out and say I'm going to use my platform and ruin you, Abatugwe will call me and start apologizing.
Who is that now?
Yeah,
CEO of. Do you understand? They'll be begging you that, oh, we are so sorry. They will make sure. I'm telling you, I did it with Old Mutual. Old Mutual, I used to save with them like 4 years ago, and I had about 200K with them. So I went like 4 years after I stopped banking with them.
So what now?
And I said, give me my money.
They said no.
They were saying like, oh, we'll withdraw this. You have to come back now. When I went on social media
and began
and started my problems with them,
They give you your money.
their PR company called me. They gave me that money within 12 hours.
I don't know why they
Do you
that.
understand?
Tolani, that's even the same thing that happened to me with VIO guys, right? They stopped, they packed, they stopped. And I'm like, I wasn't pressing my phone. They're talking blah, blah, blah. As in, I packed and the mom was saying, no, we're going to take this decision. I think I say, oh, we know you. And I'm like, do you have to know me to respect me?
If I start, you know what I have to start? Whoever is from Access Bank, warn your people because I'm going to do this. If I'm giving you people till the end of this week, if my money is not back,
You like to
and
do man
the problem you have is that a lot of people have the same complaints. All I have to do
is just amplify.
Is go to change your org and say sign a petition that so body should sanction Access Bank.
I promise you.
That's all I have to do.
And people willingly jump on it because
bro,
these banks are
that is all I have to do.
Zenith Bank, take note.
Zenith Bank,
City Bank.
bro. Zenith Bank was in Bank of the Year. People were complaining on that.
When it's on the
I saw it, man. I saw it. I was shaking my
people
head.
like, huh?
Zenith Bank.
Bank of the
People
Year.
were complaining on that.
Zenith.
I saw it.
So whoever said that, I know a lot of Access Bank employees
GT
listen to
Bank.
this podcast. Tell your bosses to be
And
careful
GT Bank
of
was
me.
not like that.
I
They
don't know
just
what
joined them
happened,
recently. To
Access
use the
Bank
GT
was not like that
app.
too.
I don't
Using the
understand.
GT Bank app in recent
I've not
days
been
has
able to
been
use
a
my GT Bank app
madness.
for how many days?
Has been a
You've been
madness.
logging me out of my own app. Like, what are you people doing?
No, Zenith Bank own. No, be just log you out. Zenith Bank own. Go. It be like say they delete your account from the app, so you go register fresh,
I think that
bro.
happened to
A
me.
madness.
I think that happened to me. Like, now I was saying money. Like, so they are trying to
But
do something
also,
on
this
GT
is a
Bank.
symptom of a bigger problem. A lot of the developers have left the
I saw that
banks.
too. So I know
The
someone.
banks are not paying their tech
market-
growth
I
well.
actually
market
know
value.
someone who used to work at Zenith Bank, one of their developers that left and talked about how everyone on his team actually
Gen
left.
Excel. See,
And the bank started begging people to come.
it speaks to another problem.
Pay people
Someone
well.
said something. No,
Pay people well.
one. But someone said something. But you also have to understand that a lot of these people, they can't compete. A lot of these companies can't compete with the amount of money. When we talk about market
Foreign
value,
companies
exactly.
pay,
Market
yes.
value. What determines market value is
Yes.
foreign companies.
Yes. Those people are paying in
Right.
dollars now. So how will I be?
So you can't
How will
match
you
up.
be, Kini?
One. Number two. Someone said something recently. The person said, "Dear HR people, stop hiring people based on qualification. Hire people based on what they demonstrate to be capability. Most people can learn on the job.
Most people.
Tolani, most jobs that we have that people can learn on
Most
the
people
job.
can learn on the
Maybe
job.
except from some shit, like maybe like writing on
Melody,
Even writing can learn
you
on
can
the
learn on
job.
the job.
I feel
If you are willing
like
to
they're
listen-
natural.
Melody, yes.
Yes, there are people
Uh-uh.
like
But
that.
if you are willing to listen,
Painting, eyes, all those things are
There are
natural.
people- there are
willing
The
to
people
art,
like that.
the
Can learn
art.
the
I don't
job.
think people can learn
but
every job.
when it comes to this
Hard
developer
work will
work,
beat talent.
Developer, we can learn it now.
like, all you have to do is understand how it works.
You can learn it, but
The
it's
system.
difficult. Let's not make it look
But
like it's
hire
not
them.
difficult. Tolani,
No.
aside from the money part, another problem that we have in Nigeria work culture that people be forgetting is that some people are even okay not earning the highest. Just give me peace of mind and treat me well. They won't pay you well. They will stress your life. They will be doing you not greet me in the morning. Imagine CEO saying when you not need that and greet me. Some other CEOs will say when I come to the office you can't leave until I leave, even if you're closing hour at 4. You will stay till 9 p.m. CEO that will be sending secretaries to go and wash plates. Like go and wash my. Like what's all that?
I
Business
remember-
development officers.
I remember
As in,
when
bro.
when I was working in an airline during NYSC.
You know, like
I was working in an airline.
don't tell me it was bad.
And funny enough, I had a great time.
Okay.
In like 80% of my time there I had a blast.
Okay.
I had a goddamn blast.
How much were they paying?
21 or something.
And back then,
Yeah,
that's not bad
21 or
money. You
something,
dey ball,
yeah.
yo.
It was not, that money was less than what I was paying for transport in a month. So, but anyway, I had was a great experience, and also being a staff of the airline, we could travel anywhere
For
in
free.
Nigeria for 8K.
Martin.
That's good.
You know, but we now had this they now brought like a guy that was in the company before he left. He now came back, and he was the HR guy. and this guy starts going ballistic on me. He's like, you must wear a tie. I'm like, young Excel, don't do that.
Like okay. You just came from nowhere.
So I start wearing tie. Then he now, like closing time, I want to go. I was like, no, you can't go when I'm still here.
Why did they do that?
So it was my first time experiencing that. And when he did it, the whole office was looking at me like, what will he do? I sat down. So like the next week I was going, was like, Excel, did you not learn anything? I said, I'm going home. He said, do you really want to go home? I said, yes. I said, okay. I left. The team pained the guy so much. The next day he brings it up like, you left here when I was still here. When you I was like, boss, there's a reason that we set resumption and closing time. It exists for a reason. And I said, I think that for people that should understand it, it should be the goddamn organ of human resources. This man went ballistic. I was like, you think we will not retain you? You know, I was like,
then it becomes
and I told you, I said, bro, I said, bro, your biggest mistake is assuming that I was going to work for an airline. I'm entertainment media centric. That this is not, this is not.
That's when they begin to threaten you. Then they sack some. Jesus Christ.
This is not.
It feels like that HR office in Nigeria is just there to service the company.
I think the worst kind of people in every office are the people that have what one of my colleagues over the years called "happy to be here." Bro. Happy to be here syndrome. Happy to be here syndrome people are the happy to be here syndrome people are the people that they will do anything just to they'll kiss ass, they'll backstab anybody.
Oh God, happy to be here people
I think they can't see themselves
as happy to be here.
No, they can't see themselves
beyond that company.
No,
sometimes I even feel like some of them are surprised that where they have gotten to, they are even there.
Crazy. So that's the
they want to protect it.
I think you guys know one person like that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But I also, let me tell you the worst one. Happy to be here people are the ones that go on the group chat and thank the CEO for paying salary when they pay salary. Why are you thanking them for paying you salary? You worked for it.
But Melody, see, in life.
It's a Nigerian syndrome.
In life. No, that's not even a problem. In life, you have to learn to understand who people are.
Yes, and probably give them what they want sometimes.
No.
Okay.
Understand who people are. And what is their motivation for doing things. For someone that has, if your career prospects are high, you're never going to do that.
Of course.
That's a low self-esteem.
If you have a very high self-esteem
or sense of self,
high sense of self, thank you.
Yeah.
You're never going to do that.
How do you thank someone for paying you salary?
So you need to understand why. That's why I don't trust people that are keen on office gossip. Who cares?
Or office partnership.
Why does this excite you so much?
Or office parakpo. Like, what?
Why the fuck
are you not just here to do your job?
Like,
bro, I wanted to attend this Ashake show, but they say 70K. Even if I'm 70K, is standing.
I have tickets for the Ashake show.
My friend, you give me tickets.
Yeah, I'll give you.
I'll
give you tickets.
More than one.
I'll give you for you and your boyfriend. Yes.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But of course. Like I wasn't even seeing my friend plugins. I didn't even know. Is your company working with them?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Martin, I'll just follow you. I'll people to serve drinks.
Yeah.
We have drinks outside. We want some. Anyways, so I also that's like what I was saying. I think that the artists also need to be very particular about their own, like the concert itself, because I'm tired of this year in year out conversation, and sometimes some event centers be booking 2 events in one day. Anyways, there's a video that went viral on social media where
I know the Wizkid did.
Yeah.
Where Steffi Coker was talking about women in Lagos and how they act. So I drop your phone. And
I shout out to Walker for posting that.
That's my guy. Victor. So
you know my favorite part of that. You know my favorite part of that video.
Yeah.
Walker did not find the opinion.
No, just
like
Walker
so it's like, which are you saying?
First, this aside, Walker is one of the most funniest guys
I've
met in my life.
In real life, in real time.
I swear.
Oh my
God. The guy is a trip.
He's actually very funny. He is very funny. Anyway,
you know why I did that?
Make it not be
I
say.
don't criticize them. I don't go my voice.
Do you understand?
Say
your own.
Say your own.
Talk your own.
But the wildest story that tweet is that one guy said
And he responded to it. And what did he say?
What
Remind
did
me.
I
I'm trying to remember.
I said, so Nigerian women, so women to say rubbish on
podcast.
The guy gonna say gender balance. What did he say?
Everybody is equal in the eyes of
Everybody
God.
is equal in the eyes of God.
You know, we always see and hear people say that defund men on podcast,
Yeah.
defund men on podcast, and people be like, ah. So now to hear that someone else say this on the podcast, and it being all women was a.
But what do you think about what Stephanie said?
So for people who haven't seen the video, right? So Steph was talking about how her experience living in Nigeria and making friends in Nigeria. We know that adults, and it's not easy for people to make friends. People are always trying and everything. Mm-hmm. So she said that she has noticed that with Nigerian women, whenever sometimes, I know she said not every time, of course, sometimes, just paraphrasing what she said, when she attends events, she has noticed that when a Nigerian woman walks to the table, she'll say hi to the men. She'll say hi and be friendly with the men, and she won't say hi to the women, and she'll carry her face and stuff. That at some point, she had to like call one of the women or somebody that did that to her or something. And she's like, did you see me? And the one was like, oh, she's like, and she doesn't even know the reason they do that. Is it because that she feels women that were not raised in Nigeria behave differently?
I have an agenda to push.
She said women who were not raised in Nigeria behave differently, like they are friendlier towards other women.
Big up the IJGBs.
Yeah, she's like, so she thinks it's a Nigerian women that were raised in Nigerian syndrome.
What do you think, man?
What do you think?
Well, I think it's rubbish. I think it's like...
You think Seven Coca was saying rubbish?
No, I don't think she was saying rubbish. I think that statement on his own, not that she was saying rubbish. That entire...
What the hell are you saying?
So you sound like... You think what came out of her mouth was rubbish, but you don't think she was saying rubbish?
So you know what? Because I always drag Tolani for saying that. So I don't want to be in the Tolani space.
Melody, choose a struggle.
Melody.
Don't put words in my mouth.
You are currently struggling. So now,
let me say
being the experienced journalist that you are, I'm going to ask you again. What do you think about what Stephanie said?
I think that...
Pick your position well.
I think that entire situation is not true.
You think that the entire situation is not true?
That is not true. It's actually...
So you have never experienced that person?
Never. I have never experienced it. And I think that the idea of a woman is acting a certain way or not saying...
video posted, please?
Or not saying hi to other women because she's a Nigerian is weird. Because how can you tell where someone is not a Nigerian? When she's approached, you can just tell from the way she looks that this one was born abroad. So how can you say that it's a Nigerian woman that were not born in Nigeria thing?
Because of sample size. So I think what Stephanie would be referring to is that in her experience, the women who are friendlier at first meet.
How can you tell?
No, she'll communicate with them. I'm guessing.
They didn't greet you. How will you communicate with them later? How will you know they're Nigerians? It's not adding up.
Let me tell you something.
I want to hear your agenda. What's your agenda?
Let me tell you something.
No opinion, no agenda.
Oh, my agenda. My agenda is a woman thing. I'm going to read the opinion of somebody named Niola. T3 Niola.
I know the girl.
She said, meh. I've experienced this in London from women who grew up in England. Framing it as something only women who grew up in Nice do is a silly way to try to position herself as worldly. I beg. Now, wait. Is there an off chance
that
women are just
not friendly?
Generally, all women.
Of course, it can't be all women.
And also, it's even weird because popularly, people say that women from London or all people that live in London are very snobbish.
No, but English.
You are not asking the question,
English people
bro.
in general are snobbish.
Yes, and that even people who live abroad are not friendly towards their neighbors. So how can you say that Nigerians are friendly as fuck people?
Stop avoiding the question.
I'll come back to that one. Nigerians are friendly as fuck people. They are very nosy. They're like,
See,
they can greet you 1 million times. It's not a women thing at all.
You answer my agenda.
Back to your agenda. Let me answer you.
Oh, yeah, please answer.
Are women naturally unfriendly? I would like to think no. It's not a gender thing. What do you think about gender? I don't think Nigerian women are unfriendly. I don't think...
wait, let me ask you a question.
The one I think is the most ridiculous part. Wait, Excel.
Go ahead.
The most ridiculous of everything is seeing that a woman will go to an event and she will greet the men first. I have never in my life done it before.
Not you. Remove yourself from it.
I have never seen a woman do it before. Like approach a table and say hi to all the men. The last person I'm going to greet on the table is a man. Last. How would I greet you? Why?
So now... why?
Like, why would I walk to people and be greeting men? I'll greet the woman first, or even greet anybody. That's not possible. I don't think any woman. I've never experienced it before. I think it's weird. Such a weird take.
I think that on a general level,
yeah, women are unfriendly.
No, women are taught to compete with each other from a young age.
I don't think it's a thought thing.
I'm not going to disagree that one.
Wait.
I'm not going to disagree that one.
I think society reinforces it.
Yeah.
But I think there's a natural predisposition.
It's a lie.
For women.
I don't know if it's natural, but I know that
human beings generally are very competitive.
But you think women are extra?
Yeah, because there's a lot of metrics and indices. I might be wrong.
So now we've established some ground, right? Let's say society reinforces it, yada yada yada. Then comes the brand new digitized era of feminism, where we are sis and we are all goody goody,
which is all fake, by the way.
With
it's not all fake, but
it's not all fake.
Let a man speak on something he does not know about.
Wait, Excel. Wait. What did you say?
Let a man speak on something he does not experience as usual.
Hello. I'm not going to. I've experienced it.
Women are friendly towards each other.
The shit.
Yes.
It's fake as fuck.
How
what
do you
mean?
It's fake? We are not in our community.
It's pretentious. I don't have to know because you people behind the door
because
you sleep with women.
No, I no. The problem is the real problem is when women are with men and how they talk about women.
It's
with
very
men.
different. What do you mean?
It's very different.
I know all your favorite feminist heroes, by the way, they are the same.
Very different.
What do you mean?
We've been around the block,
around the moon.
So now with this new era of feminism,
you guys are friends with me, and I'm always on this podcast talking about how women are.
And you are the exception to the rule.
I'm always talking about women.
We've told you a lot of times.
You are the exception to the rule. You are not the rule. That's the problem.
That you are in a lot of ways. You're a big exception to the rules.
You're not the rule.
You're not.
You need to understand that.
Woman.
Is that a joke? Are you serious? When you say that?
I'm serious. Actually,
that's a fact.
Because my natural is just to big up women and say that's good. Why would I want to say hi to them?
I'm not sure if that's natural. I don't know if that's natural.
Let me tell you.
What I would say, that might also be reinforced. This thing you are saying about bigging up women, you are now in the biggest era of feminism.
I promise you that it is not.
And wait, you wouldn't know because it will happen subconsciously. You are in the biggest era of, so far, you're in the biggest era of promoting women and uplifting women and whatnot. Companies give grants to pushing women. Like it's mainstream.
It's mainstream. Yes, it is mainstream.
It's subconsciously. It's so mainstream that men are losing jobs to women now.
That will keep that one.
No.
Let me finish this one so I don't forget.
Do what agenda to kill you.
This is not an agenda.
R.I.P. Tolani died of agenda.
That's not true.
If anything, Tolani agenda.
Melody, you need to understand. I'm more informed than you on this topic.
Please, on women's topic, it's a lie.
No. On capitalism topic.
Well,
on employment topic.
Maybe, but don't say on the woman men thing.
So now,
agenda.
So now the issue is right that because of this new wave,
yes,
subconsciously,
maybe women just pick it up.
A lot of women now promote more women.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where the problem might not be is, I remember seeing one tweet.
Yeah.
And one woman said, I don't support all women. Some of you bitches be really stupid.
True.
Be really stupid.
But do you guys
agree with the word bitch.
But do you guys understand that when women say support women, like, or we love women, do you guys understand that it's not like a general thing that regardless of whatever a woman does, she's right?
It's applied like a general thing.
But it is applied as a general thing, especially when you say believe all women.
And that is that's a sample size, and that's for rape situations or sexual assault.
Which is still problematic. But even that phrase as itself, and which we understand the reason why it exists.
Yes.
But the phrase in itself
can be problematic.
It's a fallacy.
It's not possible.
You can't believe everybody. That's like saying believe all priests.
No, of course. I get that.
Like you want me to? I don't know your background. I don't know who you are.
But just because you're a woman, I should believe you. That's weird. I agree. I agree.
Wow.
Like Tolani and Excel, I agree. I have sense. Like
there's hope for feminism.
I can see when women are wrong. I don't know what you think or what you guys call.
No. I like what you're doing now, because what you're doing now is you just had an epiphany and you tried to switch it by bigging up yourself. Congrats.
No, I'm sorry.
Congrats. Listen,
Let's
my
move on. I'm
nigga,
not
your
doing
mind
this
games
with you.
won't work
I'm
today.
not my mind games. Oh my god, I'm not going to do
I
this
want
with you
to go
guys.
to the moon.
But
Congrats.
it's fine. Go to the moon. That's where you even deserve to be. But
Congrats.
anyways,
Because I'm not moving with you.
But yeah, I think that what Stephanie said was, I found it hilarious, to be honest. I found it very hilarious because I don't think that will pertain to Nigerian women.
it's
Let me-
hilarious.
I also think
They are so friendly.
I also
Excel.
think that wait, hold on. I also think that on a general level, Nigerian women, at best, what they have is shakara for men. I think with each other, Nigerian women are
Don't move on from this topic.
Shakara, we go
For men.
highest level. Yes.
For men.
So I'm not wondering why you think a woman will get to a table and greet a man first. Nigerian women that will not approach a man first. They won't say I love you first. They won't toast you. They won't do nothing to you.
Yeah. When our protest culture was really beginning to grow,
Yeah.
so I saw like
Women align and
yeah, whatnot.
A woman, the most
Let me say
a
something.
Nigerian woman can
Sorry
Yeah.
to cut you short. It's obviously bullshit. My problem, why I say it's bullshit, is I don't think,
that's what Stephanie said, right?
I don't think it's limited to Nigerian women.
Yes.
I think the problem with Stephanie and a lot of people like them is
Elitism.
and it can be so ingrained that they don't realize it.
Yes. They're not trying to do anything. They're just saying their truth. According
Do
to
you
them.
understand? And it's so sad because I don't know the harm that she has done to her brand with that.
No, she hasn't done no brand. She hasn't done no harm.
You'll be shocked, but it's fine. Anyway,
What's
because
her
our perception, she was a very liked babe as an MTV host.
Oh, I love that as an
Exactly.
interview host.
So she was Nigeria's sweetheart, the entertainment of Nigerian music lovers.
God, people love
They are
her so
sweetheart.
much.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, and she's transitioned into doing a lot more things. A
Yeah.
lot of people still like.
Which I don't know. That's why I asked what's her brand. Like I don't know what she's been up to after.
Now,
after
I mean, that's where a lot of people
MTV.
still see her ass.
Yes.
Right. But now that she's saying this, like what someone even said was she was holding a champagne glass.
And she chose the wrong era.
The way to hold a champagne glass was even wrong.
God,
And you're
Nigerians
trying
like
to
that.
fuck her.
And
And it was
Nigerians
true.
like this.
And it was true
How do
because
people hold champagne?
that was true.
Hey, my room lecture. How do you hold champagne like this?
Not like
She-
Eba.
She was
That
holding.
you go there, ba. You can't hold champagne like this. And I say pack her like this. I don't know which one is
So do you
champagne,
understand?
Mm.
It's so ingrained and so problematic. But what I really picked from this is the fact that women do it everywhere. The fact that a girl said London women do it more shows that women do it a lot.
Listen.
Now, why do women do it a lot?
Nigerian women. That's what I was saying before you came in. A Nigerian woman natural this thing is to do shakara for a Nigerian
Please
woman.
big up the
Nigerian
London
woman
women.
as well.
I have a great London woman. I have a great experience with London.
So Africa
women.
is trying to get.
Please, IJGP. Can you just
No. Aside that, like when I traveled, right?
They were nice to you.
Yes, I was supposed to pay £75 for
How much is that in naira?
extra
That's
like
baggage.
75,000.
And the woman said no.
And she was like when she showed me the price, I looked at it, I was like in my brain, I was like, fucking hell. And she could see it on my face. And she just smiled. She was like, you know what? Just go. And she put my bag across and my bag.
That
went.
can happen. Hey, God.
Black
God,
girl
beg,
for that
oh.
matter. Sweet,
black
fine
woman.
babe. Shout out to I don't want to call the name of the airline. Let them know.
Let them know,
track it
God,
down.
please.
You
I beg.
collect her number.
I beg.
I collected an Insta.
Shout out to you for that.
Collected an Insta.
Anyway, going back to my
Never let a body go by.
You, of course, Excel, I'll be shocked if you did.
No, we are winning
So-
souls. Bodies
what-
for Christ.
What I really think from this is, why do women do that? I don't think it's a thing of women are trained to. I think human beings are trained to compete with each other regardless.
No, but for women, it's
Wait,
different. Though, Tolani.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
my opinion now.
Mm-hmm.
I think human beings generally
Mm-hmm.
are trained to compete with each other. You have to compete for grades, you have to compete with how you look, and a lot of other things. Now, the problem is, as sad as it is, either you want to believe it or not, I think is the truth. Is a lot of women can't see more than how they look.
Society again.
I don't think so.
Society.
Now, why have you been able to see beyond that?
So, first and foremost, just so that we know, just so that we have this out there, this competition thing among.
We're not talking about competition now.
Okay. But that
We're
one's
talking
also
about the fact that
society.
a lot of women can't see beyond how they look.
Because of media. Let me now explain it to you, right? You asked
Go.
me, right? When this is how for the longest. Take for example now, the in thing now is Bomb BBL.
Mm-hmm.
Who has made it more popular? Why is BBL everywhere? Social media is saying that that's the perfect body for you to have.
Oh,
Blah blah
really?
blah. that's what is trending. And that's what you see everyone on social media. All your favorite celebrities are doing yash. Kim Kardashian and them are doing yash. At some point, wait, I'm not done explaining now. Should be ask, let me be done. Go. Before this yash era, where the yash that is now raining, that is up like this. And then before that time, before that yash era, it was skinny girl, this one. You see it in your adverts, you see it in your videos, you see it in the soap kini, you see it, women should look like this. One time it was light skinned women, women were bleaching, Abby. Women have gone through different phases of what you should look like and what your beauty should look like.
Melody, I'm sorry to break it to you.
See, and it's in your face.
Let me tell you something. One of the biggest cop-outs in history is how people blame platforms.
Can I say something? Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
Say.
A standard of beauty for men would be six packs.
Has money.
Would be 6 packs.
And
if we are going by like body sizes, would be six packs and whatnot.
Should I respond to that now? So if you're asking me, I have an answer for you.
But that's
it's not the same. Because for men are not checked out for how they look. Men have been taught for the longest that all they need to have is money now. Okay, and you can get the baddest bitches.
But Melody, why
go with that notion? They say a thing.
But why is every man not doing Yahoo?
No. Listen to me.
Why is every man not doing Yahoo?
But at some point, Yahoo was super popular.
But why didn't I do it?
You didn't. You're an exception to the rule. You chose not to.
No,
really.
That's
you chose not to.
I'm not the exception to the rule.
No, sorry, you're not an exception to the rule, but you chose not to, right? Yes, now.
Do you know why? Because at the end of the day, a lot of people chose to have a sense of responsibility. I'm not saying men have a bigger sense of responsibility.
Of course not.
What I am saying here
that you can make your own choices.
People need to stop blaming
and make their own
platforms
choices
and situations for their own problems.
I want to remind you that this thing you just said about men being told that they need to have money.
Yeah.
I need you to remember that you said it.
Yes.
Because it will be used against you very soon.
But honestly, men have been taught that all they need is money.
I'm not.
Now they have to be the financial whatever.
I'm just reminding you.
Marriages and everything.
Let's not go too much. Let's not go, of course, a little too much.
Yeah.
What we're saying here is just because society, and this thing that I'm saying, what is society?
What is society?
All of us.
Exactly.
all of us.
Bomquem.
What was all of us? We're all here together.
Balakov.
It's all of us.
Do you understand?
It's all of us.
Yes. What is this society? Like, I hate the fact that human beings keep blaming their problems on platforms and society.
Because those platforms have followership.
Melody, wait. When I say platforms, I mean Twitter.
Say Twitter is toxic.
Do you understand?
But it's people on Twitter
that are toxic.
Yes, I agree.
Do you understand? Like, I get you are saying, it could be ingrained,
yes,
blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, the truth is, it is still human beings. Now, you want Twitter to be regulating human beings instead of telling your fellow human beings to act better. Do you understand? You put it at the feet of Twitter
and Facebook and
Instagram to find solutions for human beings that are being problematic by nature.
The solution to hate speech is people not
saying hate speech.
That is if you want a long-term solution to hate speech, because what you now end up doing in trying to fight hate speech is censorship.
Like, do you understand?
So you've just gone from one extreme
to another extreme. Now, back to this conversation about women. A lot of women, let's not lie, can't see beyond that. You can't blame society for whatever. It's because a lot of them have nothing to offer. A lot of these women that can't see beyond how they look, they have nothing to offer.
It's the same way with men.
Do you understand?
It's the same way with men. Like men,
that women's zone is totally different. I can answer that. It's totally different.
But it's the same way with men. Like we are taught society, men, like get the bread. Character doesn't matter. Integrity doesn't matter.
Don't fuck your emotions.
Just have
get
money.
The money. Yeah, I agree. But the women's zone is different because even when Tonani say that women can't see beyond, women that like don't think they have anything more to offer.
I said some.
Yes. Some women. Yes, not you didn't say all of them. Of course, I agree with you. Is that we've been taught time and thought culture is a thing that men be promoting by chasing those women. Men are
because there's a benefit for some Melody. No. Because there's a benefit for the women. No. Because there's a benefit for women that participate in it.
From who?
From men, but they benefit from it. Men are the ones. It's at the expense of the men, but the women are the ones that benefit from it via the money or the exposure or whatever it is. Melody. So you are saying that you should be slaves to people that are doing it because they're giving you money?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying that they are still the ones who popularize it.
At the end of the day, there's a benefit to it.
Yes, there is.
That's why exactly. And you can't say that because men are giving you the money. It's like, someone is giving me money to go and be slapping my mother. Will I keep slapping my mother? No, I would not. Now you need to understand why this is important, because a lot of them can't see beyond the way they look. Now, a lot of women, when they go out, all they're looking at is someone that they want to
Let me give you the best example.
Please say.
Let me give you the best example. You are not
all the
allowed,
spaghetti is here now.
by societal standards, you're not allowed to address the bride.
Yeah.
Outdress the bride
On her wedding day.
That is even no. That one is even.
Men don't care.
But that is even a bride. I don't even know why women that is getting married will be bothered about who is dressing up. As in on my wedding day, I'm looking at.
But you know
people.
it's a big thing.
I hear and I think I don't know why. Why are you bothered anybody's wearing white on your wedding day? As in, why does it even matter?
It's a big thing. So what does that tell you?
I think it's different strokes for different folks. I honestly don't care.
It's definitely different strokes for different folks. But there's always a larger situation. Like there's a situation that tends to be
that women being superficial and all of that. And I get it, but I'll still say that and lots of times now in 2021, what year are we? 2022. We have lots of women who don't care about these things anymore.
Yes, definitely.
They're not as much as they used to be back in the day where
they'll
they be worried.
now.
Bro, that they be worried about this. Like, bro, there is more. I mean,
a lot of studies, and please, I'm very I'm always very careful when I bring up studies,
because you say that people pay for those studies.
Yeah, because lobbyists pay for studies. It's true, because what they do in foreign countries is when lobbyists have an agenda that they are pushing,
and those guys want to say studies say
a group of scientists. So please, anytime you hear studies, read it,
find the study, and
take it with a pinch of salt.
Go and find the study.
You understand?
Now,
a lot of studies have shown that a lot of women in the modern age are not interested in marriage, are not interested in having kids.
Yeah.
They seem to find more fulfillment from career,
just living their own life and just being their own
their own life.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. It's just the time.
So what I wanted to say was, I'm sorry, but a lot of women live on the essence, regardless of how successful they are. They still want to be taken care of by men. Do you understand? Right? And that means a lot of women, by virtue of the fact that they know they are competing for the attention of a man that they want to be taken care of by,
you have to look a certain way.
They have to look a certain way.
To attract those kind of men.
They can't afford to have another person look better than they do.
Bro, there are fine women in Lagos.
Oh, I agree with you.
I was in the library.
That restaurant,
which is the name of a club in VI.
Oh,
the club is literally called the library.
Yeah, I know. I heard about it. I thought it was a restaurant.
And the aesthetics of the club is a library.
Mad thing.
I was at the library and we had an event there with Benson, and I was just standing on top of it, and I was just seeing girls coming, bro. Fine girls there. And the BBL situation in Lagos is out of hand.
Hey, God.
Like,
and now it's not
some cheap. Look like Humpty Dumpty, some look
you can get Yash for 1 million now. Just some 1 million.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, there's 1 million.
That
has been for a minute.
As in, Yash is not cheap.
Bro, do you know when I knew this thing was bad? During lockdown.
Yeah.
During lockdown, people were getting like, you needed medical reasons to leave your house. Like part of the reasons you could leave your house during lockdown was like people were leaving their house for BBLs. Because I had a guy that used to work in a plastic surgery hospital. So one of my guys, he was the admin of the hospital.
So you just be getting.
So he was always on the move during lockdown, and I was worried about him. Like, guy, this COVID is real. This already go outside all the time. I was like, man, like this period is one of our best periods, man. Like people are getting BBLs. People are. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
So wait, as a guy, do you like this? Do you like the Yash? Can you tell the difference between BBL Yash and real Yash? Just on site.
Sometimes, just because of how badly it was done, you can tell that this is bad. Sometimes you really can't tell.
But why? I can tell when I see BBL Yash.
I don't know. Sometimes you really can't.
Because I'm a babe.
Maybe.
I can like. Why is your Yash up? Why is it that up?
I think that my problem with all these things is, I'm not gonna lie, the first thing that always attracts me to a woman is physical features. Yeah. Right. You know my spec.
Yeah.
What's my spec?
So you like Yash?
No. What's my spec?
What's your spec? Excel tall, fine babes.
Tall, dark skin.
Yeah. Excel likes tall girls.
I don't know why you like tall girls, by the way. Okay, you are tall. You are 6'3".
No, I
don't know why. What?
Tall.
He likes tall girls.
What does that mean?
You are not my spec, bro.
I'm not even trying to be your spec in this life wherever.
These niggas.
I'm never in my life trying to be your spec.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
So physical features are always the first thing that you see, but then you move on to
character.
Except why are you showing your brand on camera?
Remove character and move on to personality, right? Move on to personality.
I mean, you can show it. They are sponsoring our events. It's fine.
Big up Shivers. Yeah, we move on to personality. Like personality is a big thing for me.
What kind of personality do you like?
I like people who are exciting, people who are adventurous, people who are
have good
interested
conversation
in the conversation.
As in, which kind of spark they carry 10 times? We just the waka.
The conversation. So for context, those of you watching, because if you're wondering why Toran is going up and down, so he bought spaghetti, and the guy delivering it has
stressing
been missing
our
his
life
way back and forth, and he still hasn't found his way here. So yeah, so Tolani keeps going outside to try and direct the guy.
I'll be stressing our podcast.
Now, who's calling me by this time? Nobody should call me. So now I meet, because I meet a lot of women, and a lot of women complain about something.
Yeah. Which
is that, especially on dates, and worse on dating sites or dating platforms like Bumble, Tinder, that men don't know how to have conversations, right? I also know for a fact that one of the things they don't tell me is men are always, they expect the man to carry the conversation.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, it's true now.
No.
It's true.
No.
It's true.
Because a lot of times, the men will be the ones to say women don't know how to have good conversation.
No, I'm not even going to lie. People in general, a lot of people in general
don't know how to have conversations. Do you understand? There's nothing to gist about.
Do you know why? A lot of people don't know how to have conversations because a lot of people, I think that on a general level, the way we approach relationships or dating is very fucked up.
In Lagos.
In general, like worldwide even.
It might not be worldwide, Excel.
It's very fucked up.
Speak about your sample size.
Thank you very much for reminding me. I always think that sometimes, like, I have met girls on Bumble, for example, that have turned out to be great friends.
Yeah.
Great. So I think that the first thing you should do when approaching a date is try and relax your expectations. This might not end up as
a relationship.
It
might just be friendship.
And I know that a lot of people see dates, or at least a lot of men see dates as...
Have you settled this spaghetti for once?
I've still have to collect it.
But
I promise you, spaghetti
as a potential person to sleep with.
That's the problem now. That's the problem. Yeah, what?
So a lot of people, especially like men, that one I know. They see, like, when you go out on dates, you are literally looking at somebody that is a potential person to sleep with.
That's not a lie.
And I also need to ask.
Except for the relationship.
Don't shut your mouth. But
even though
shut your mouth.
Even though
I genuinely want to ask, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that when it comes to these things like relationships and all of that, men are more inclined to cheating? And why is that when it comes to sex? It's always men that are always wanting to have more sex. You don't get tired of
I don't think so. I think that a lot of men...
That's not true.
A lot of men think, right? And I think it's also a societal reinforcement or yada kind of thing that
I agree with that.
Because men want to lead the sex conversation and want a woman that, and then they meet women that actually have high libido. You go run.
No, that's not what I asked you. What's your response to my own question? Are men cheating? Are men being more inclined to cheat in relationships? And
be more entitled to cheating?
Inclined to cheating in relationships.
First of all, I don't believe in inclined. I just think that men have bad PR. I've said this before.
Do you think women in relationships cheat more than men?
I think it might be balanced.
No, I think women cheat more than men.
I think it might be balanced. But for men, think so. Right? Mm-hmm. For men, one of the most fucked up things that has happened to men is getting the orientation that you are a quote unquote bad guy by the bodies you have.
Bro.
While it's the opposite for women. For women, you're a hoe.
And that's why a lot of women cheat a lot. Do you know why? Because a lot of women tend to hide it better than men because women are more emotionally intelligent than men.
Yeah.
And it means that's a fact.
And then cheating can be like an addiction if you're not careful. So you know what? Addictions are quick fixes.
Mm-hmm.
They are addictions. Sometimes are like symptoms of a bigger problem, right? So you're trying to fix something, or I think the best example to use is pornography.
Pornography.
Like if you're addicted to pornography, you need to is something you need to like work on, because what it is,
Stop watching porn. That's the first rule.
It's harder than that. You can't just unplug.
That's the problem, but that's the only.
But I don't.
That's your final aim in the end.
But wait, guys, is there a problem? Genuinely asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it bad? Is it a bad thing to consume porn for? Wait, on a once in a while, you should randomly see it. Not like you are addicted to it.
I think
I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with consuming porn if you're not addicted to it.
How do you know that you're addicted to it?
What does science say about this?
Let's check what addiction means.
No. What does science say about porn consumption? It's what I
porn is healthy, or it can be healthy.
So I don't
Masturbation is healthy, or it can be healthy.
Like I've seen reports that masturbation, like men that masturbate
have reduced risk of prostate cancer. Yes. Do you know why? Because you come a lot.
But then again, studies show. I don't know if it's porn companies that sponsor the lobbies that sponsor
exactly. What I'm reading here is that masturbation can be good for your health, both mentally and physically.
It might not be a lie, because there's a reason why your body is tailored to produce cum.
Yeah.
Right? But there's also a reason why if your body doesn't relax to recharge after you cum a lot, you tend to be very, very weak.
Yeah.
That's not lie. Right? But what was the thing again that you were talking about?
We're talking about
masturbation. Melody, when you're addicted to masturbation or porn, you know.
No, that's not the question. Now, the question I'm saying is
back to cheating. No,
before I get to cheating, I asked the question: is it because you're saying that stop watching porn? He said stop watching porn.
That's the only solution.
No, I'm not saying that. If you're not addicted to watching porn and you just watch it,
is there help? What you're asking? What she asked?
How many times do you watch porn in the day?
No. Tolani, her question is there something we can tag as healthy consumption of porn?
Yes.
No.
If it's just once in a while, if it's not like you're addicted, not like you move like you need it.
The lines are very blurred.
I don't know, because for me to know, I need to know what science says about porn consumption, what it does to the brain.
The lines are very blurred.
Let me check that.
The lines are very blurred. Libido in a lot of people is different.
Per person, right?
Yeah, it's very different. Some people are very high, some people are very low. Now, for the people that have a high libido, doing something about it is unlikely every day.
Doing something about
having sex every day, if you're not in a relationship, especially. Even if you're in a relationship.
Nobody can have sex every day.
At about 20 what? Is it 2015? 2014? I was working in an agency.
Yeah.
That was one of the most depressed periods of my life.
That's another reason why a lot of people are addicted to porn, by the way.
What?
Low sense of self, depression.
Okay.
Yeah. And one of the things I was doing a lot that period was sex. I was having sex almost every day.
Because you were not in a good
It was so bad that I would be in the office and I can't function
without sex.
Yes.
And
I was a copywriter. I was a copywriter for.
So you need sex to write the.
So and my brain would just be blank.
So we now have sex now. That's addiction.
That's another thing that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people are addicted to sex.
I agree.
Yeah, and now we live in a very hypersexual world.
Yeah,
like the hypersexuality now it's
crazy,
very unhealthy.
So I'm seeing a survey.
I wouldn't say unhealthy. Sorry, it's just very commonplace.
So some Kinsey Institute survey found that 9% of people who view porn have unsuccessfully tried to stop.
True.
This survey was taken
9%.
9%.
So that's low.
That's low, actually.
I think it has to be higher.
Then it said simply viewing or enjoying porn doesn't make you addicted to it.
True.
Nor does it require fixing. That's what I was saying.
But Melody,
on the other hand, addictions are about a lack of control.
Melody, let's be honest. The lines are very blurred.
Mm.
Do you know why the lines are very blurred? The moment you start watching porn every day, even if it's once,
every day, that's the problem.
Do you understand?
Every day.
But I'm sure that a lot of people, if they were to, most people that watch porn at least 3 or 4 times in a week. That's not normal.
Yeah.
3 or 4 times in a week.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
No, that's not normal, actually.
Exactly. But guess what? Most of them are not part of the 9%.
Yeah. Now back to cheating. Right.
Tony, let's come out for this one.
Back to cheating. Cheating. So there's the fact that for a lot of people, cheating is a quick fix.
Of what?
Of larger issues. It could be emotional issues. It could be abandonment issues. Like, we are so fucked up in ways where. So first of all, one underlying factor that all humans have, is trauma. all humans have trauma.
Exactly.
It ranges from
different things. Do you even know you're traumatized?
Yeah, like there's unknown trauma. There's people that like there's stuff that maybe your parents said to you and said to you over the years. Yes. It has affected you in some way.
I agree.
And unconsciously,
you're taking it in.
Yeah, you've taken it in and it has traumatized you.
Yeah.
So for men are taught, or let's say society reinforces certain things, right? Like, you're not a man unless you really have money.
Yeah.
And when you have money, do anyhow.
Get bitches.
Get women anyhow. Women are now. So a lot of men, I've seen a difference. I was talking about this with one guy. I've seen the difference between people who, when they were like secondary school and university, they used to be like the guys that had babes, right? And people who were not like that in secondary school and university, they were not cool. And now they're like their late 20s, 30s, they are working and they've started making money.
What's the difference?
They don't know how to fucking act with women. They are the real like misogynistic like.
And they're the ones who are like who are happy to cheat and stuff like that because they never used to get women.
Yeah. Yeah, but it ranges. It's not they are not all savage with it. Some of them may not even be cheating. But when you sit with them and you hear them talk and you hear their mindsets or their views on certain things regarding women, you can just tell that, oh, okay, this is fucked up. You know.
Which never used to get women.
Yeah. And that's because it has been like the getting women thing has been put like a treasure you get when you start making money.
So when people aspiring to make
when people start making money, right? When people start making money and they start talking to like guys especially, and they start like treating women anyhow, talking to women, they unconsciously expect her to take it.
And also I think that those like when you're not used to, it's not even a main thing. When as a person you're not used to getting attention. When you get, maybe at some point in your life, you were not the person that people used to look at. Yeah. You're not the kind of girl that used to get attention. You're not the kind of man that, used to get attention. Maybe when you go older, you start making money and you start brushing up yourself and looking in a certain way. They get overly excited when they get that attention.
Yeah.
When people get attention, people that even as a kid or as a teenager, you get attention all your life. Yeah. Sometimes you're like, so I now get attention. So
I think one of the things that one of the most important things to have is, for lack of a better phrase, something I call emotional responsibility. And let me explain what I mean by that. I meet babes and I can tell a babe that from talking with her, hanging out at time, like, this one has daddy issues. How? This one has abandonment issues.
What's daddy issues? What do you think? A girl that has daddy issues, or how is she going to act?
It manifests in different ways.
Okay.
Sometimes it could be over dependency on a man. Yeah. Sometimes it could be the way they will take, let's say they were raised in an abusive home where their father was very abusive to the mom. They would criticize it when they see it done outside, but they will take it at home. Yeah. You need to watch Rihanna's interview with Oprah after the Chris Brown thing.
She was making excuses for him.
And Oprah, small by small, was peeling the layers.
I was thinking, was she making excuses for him because of daddy issues or whatever, or because she also recognizes her, or because she also recognizes her participation in the violence?
No, it was two things. She recognized her participation
because she also
she felt guilty that she played a role.
Yeah, like she hit him and stuff like that.
And also, by that conversation, Oprah made her understand that you grew up in a household where this was the norm.
Didn't he?
Same. But so now back to emotional responsibility. You find out the whatever is disturbing the person, the trauma or whatever, and not manipulating it for your own gain. Not manipulating it for your own gain.
Right.
Because it was something that I think I was doing in university.
Picking on people who were vulnerable.
Yes, like you find their vulnerability, and this could be like some of the people that we see online, millions of followers, thousands, they're human. Like when you see them and start talking with them and interacting with them, you get to see their vulnerabilities, their weaknesses, not exploiting it. Basically, I tag as
emotional
responsibility.
About cheating. I was asking him that Why is that?
You're going to put me in trouble.
Why is it? Lani does not want to speak on cheating. Oh, such a cute
Sure,
boy.
let's go.
Anyways, we're talking about cheating and okay, I was asking the question that why is it that we're here now? Why is that men are more inclined to cheating?
I don't think men are more inclined to cheating.
Or why is it more normalized with men? And why is that men don't see it as
society
a problem?
accepts and props on for it, yes.
And a good number of men don't see it as a problem too.
I also think that one of the reasons society did, and in that society,
don't they still?
Yeah, they would do rather.
But I think it's worse now.
And when I
think women just have to have sex to be called delusional.
And when I say society, I'm saying men in general. Like men came together and said, "This shit is cool. You're a
bro.
guy. You're a top boy.
Do you understand?
If you're knocking the bitches and whatnot."
But it's also a power thing.
I also think it's a
personal problem thing.
It's a fake big up yourself.
Why?
Because if you really think about it, except people that
I think I know where this is going.
Except people that I would say, so some people find their self-esteem from that. They use it to renew their self-esteem
and remind themselves that they are hot.
So why is that?
So he's saying that happens for different reasons. So we broke it down when you were not here. That for some people it might be because while you were growing up, you were the child that never get attention.
True.
You were the ugly kid.
True.
You now grew up and started making money and started making yourself fine. And you know how they've told men continually that once you get money, you get all the girls.
And that's not.
And maybe you grew up poor. And at the time, you didn't have money to big up yourself.
I even give a very good example. I want to hear your take on this example. I was telling her that from my experience, guys that womanize from like secondary school, university, right, and womanize well.
They enjoyed the life.
When they're like in their late 20s and 30s, they've done it all, seen it all.
Yeah.
They're not freak.
Yeah.
Then there's the niggas that did not or were not cool enough to do so, whatever. And then they are now in their late 20s.
I want to see you.
Late 20s and 30s, they've gotten to mid-level management.
Yeah,
in their salary is good. You know, they can pop a bottle or two in the club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that time.
Yeah,
and they go crazy.
Yeah, and you can't blame them. There are a lot of people. A lot of them actually because
you can't blame them because that's low self-esteem, bro.
No, it's not. You can't blame them because they don't know better.
Okay.
They don't know better, not because of society. It's just because life experience has taught them.
Yes,
when you not even break this thing down, you're not even really. It now makes you revisit how you look at people with low self-esteem.
Oh, absolutely.
Because sometimes low self-esteem
it's not anybody's fault.
It's
usually not anybody's fault. Actually, it's usually not anybody's fault.
Maybe it can be somebody's fault, but it's not the fault of the victims.
That's what I'm saying now.
That's suffering from it.
Yeah. Even they're not even aware that they have low self-esteem.
But sometimes it becomes.
They're just moving.
But sometimes
living life.
Sometimes it can become your fault. Maybe not your fault, but sometimes
you have to take responsibility at some point. That's why I think that men don't need more drinks. They need therapy.
True.
I agree.
Men don't need more drinks. You need therapy. Men don't need more friends. They need therapy.
Men need more friends.
I agree.
I feel like men have a lot of friends.
I think I think that one of the things that I even think that
I'm going to say this.
Okay, go.
So there's this article I was reading. I think I need to find that article that said that.
Who wrote it?
I can't remember. I need to bring it out, right? They were talking about men and the kind of relationship that they have. That men don't have a lot of substantial friendships. That a lot of men don't have. They have a lot of surface friendships that. They have friendships that they're not pouring into emotionally.
But that's human beings.
A lot of women have more emotionally connected and in-depth friendships. Please.
Do you know why I'm saying this? Sorry to cut you short.
Yes.
I'm saying this because a lot of people that we think are friends are not our friends.
Yes.
I think I don't think I've ever misunderstood it too. I have a lot of acquaintances. And I know who my friends are.
That's it.
But I think a lot of men don't.
What?
No,
it's possible. I can't speak.
Men do surface level things a lot now.
I can't speak for a lot.
Do you think that?
I think it's possible because a lot of men are out of touch emotionally.
Yeah, out of touch emotionally.
I can't speak for a lot of men.
Yes. How many men are in situations where they are doing something like it's fucked up and they have guys that can say, "Oh, that shit is fucked up, bro."
Men do that.
Do they?
Yeah,
the men do. Men do. It's just that what will happen is they will still
hang with you.
They will not.
No ostracizing.
But you don't have to
that
ostracize
is not.
I don't mean ostracizing
that
that way.
But I think that what they wouldn't do is
Let's find the article.
I think that male friendships are very interesting because it's either a very strong friendship
or
that,
nothing.
It's either a very strong friendship that corrects when you go off,
or
it's a very strong friendships
that enables you.
That enables
Thank
and
you.
say
It's cool.
we move.
I beg, guy, don't worry.
The best example, I'm not going to call names, but there was a rape
for.
situation on Twitter where a woman called out a guy for raping, and the guy was denying it and whatnot, and then his friends were defending him online, and then like WhatsApp screenshots came out of his friend. I think it was even a voice note.
It was a voice note telling him that they'll move on quickly or something.
His friend telling that, Baba, no matter what they talk,
don't say you do amo. Don't say you do amo.
The guy wasn't even saying.
Yeah,
we're not even getting it right. Like the guy was telling him, you do am. We move. Like my brother, we move. Nothing they happen for you. Nothing they pa. We move. No deny. No agree to anything.
So the article is by CNN. They said
who wrote it?
By Madeleine. Something.
Typical. Continue.
Typical. Who is that?
Anyways,
So the article is talking about only about one.
Shout out to how men and women are obsessed with each other.
But they think it's men that are obsessed.
I think it's one way.
It's men are obsessed with women.
Congrats.
Anyways, only about 1 in 5 said from men. Only about 1 in 5 men said they had received emotional
Studies
support.
are very subjective, by the way.
They had received. Can I just read what I'm reading, for God's sake? Only about 1 in 5 men said they had received emotional support from a friend in the last week, compared with 4 in 10 women. Why? And the article is titled "Why Most Men Don't Have Enough Close Friends." That's the word.
Pause.
Friends.
Remember how we talked about the era we are in with women, especially.
Yes.
And how
Yasis.
we're in the Yasis era. And I tell you for a fact that sense of camaraderie
is fake.
can
Mostly
be surface level, but because of the yassification of the era we are in.
Who came up with that word? That person is a legend.
It's a great
I think it's Twitter.
I hope the person registered it.
Trademarked it.
No,
I didn't.
Because of the yassification, it can now be seen as something more
substantial.
Because
why? Because in the past, a lot of women were seen as competition for each other. So now that they're showing support for each other, it doesn't matter the substance.
Yeah.
What matters is what is there.
So
at the surface level.
I would argue.
My nigga, we be breaking down shit.
You're not breaking down nothing. I would argue.
Give me an honorary doctorate, something. God damn it.
I would argue
Yes,
that women have more close-knit relationships, and women have relationships that are more about supporting each other emotionally than men.
The biggest advantage for women friendships.
Support.
The biggest advantage to women friendships. Right? The biggest
Emotional
advantage.
support.
No.
Yes.
Emotional support.
No.
Yes.
No. The difference is, I don't think it's emotional support. It's because women can unload more than men can.
Unload off your feelings. Offload your feelings.
Yeah.
You understand?
So,
and a lot of women know, because they also can understand it, they know how to receive it.
So the best point, so maybe not emotional support, but the biggest advantage is that women are in touch with their emotions.
And they need to communicate their emotions.
But what you also need to understand is, so what she fails to understand in this article is, men have a sense of responsibility.
Yes.
But unlike women, we don't need to talk about it a lot. You understand? If your guy says, "My guy, you fuck up," it's a lot. You understand? Oh yeah.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
So let me ask you a question. Now, say you did something wrong, or because you're known for doing bad things, you did something wrong and all of that.
Not really.
Excel and
bad is very subjective.
I beg, Excel and I are going to reprimand you. How do we reprimand you individually? Tell me how Excel reprimands you and how I reprimand you.
I don't think it's. Because a lot of these things are very
subjective.
Borderline.
I can give us an example that happened in real life. The three of us.
Give it.
The only.
Oh yeah.
So
where we both told you to apologize.
Yeah.
So how
individually,
separately? So how do we communicate? That's what I was trying to say. How do we communicate it to you?
I mean, what he did was more why it's important and the repercussions of not. What you did was more. It's not right to do that on women. You also talked. Yeah. That's it. But it was too very.
Placards.
You understand? It was too.
Let's say women.
Yeah, you did. It was too very. It was two very compelling statements. But you came from the perspective of, But at the end of the day, what I pick from it is you can't do that to women. He also said that, but it's more about the repercussion. You didn't mention the repercussion.
So I was more emotional.
It was more emotional. It was more factual. That's it.
Okay, I hear you. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And you're wearing pink.
That's fair.
With
But
red hair.
So based on the conversation that we have, I actually think that, like you guys said, the difference is the offloading.
Yeah.
Women are better communicators. I would.
You can communicate everything. A lot of men are not even in touch
talking.
enough to be able to capture the entire
Yes.
We don't even want to go there.
They don't even want to communicate.
Not even like now feelings
I
with
did for
this.
you.
Make me day here.
Maybe not with my fellow men, but bruv.
I actually, I probably shouldn't say it, but it's a
But
beautiful thing when, as a man, you can communicate your feelings and you're not afraid.
There's
to
also
communicate
another
your
problem
feelings.
with this.
And when you can,
I like where
wait
this
now,
is
wait,
going.
please, let me be done.
We should have had yum yum today.
We've been trying to get yum yum. Why does yum yum not come on the pod?
Oloshi was assuming
I
why
mean,
not Sylvester?
How we going to get yum yum on the pod? Yum yum, why not coming on the pod? So I think that we should have yum yum on the pod. I think that men need to learn how to communicate their feelings more. And I have an agenda. The reason I would
Thank God you're admitting it at least.
I shouldn't have said agenda. I have something to say. I don't know it's an agenda, but it's something I've been thinking about on my own. I'm going to say it on the pod. I think that a lot of women, or a good number of women, who have been with men in the past in relationships, and they've probably stopped dating men and they now date women, are experiencing a better relationship. Based off of what
That's agenda melody.
No, based off what I've heard and seen. And one of the highlights that they always make of those relationships with the women, communication.
Okay. So when those relationships end, why did they end really badly? Way more than heterosexual relationships.
I don't know about that one.
But
I'm
you
just
do
talking.
know.
I don't. That's what they say.
So now,
the one thing they always highlight is, and also from communication, the softness that comes with being with women.
I don't disagree.
The softness and the
I don't
warmth.
disagree.
we can't even argue this, right? Because we just all
Yeah.
unitedly agreed that women are more in touch with their emotions. So
Yes.
definitely, you bring two
They'll
parties
just
that
be feeling things and be saying what they're feeling.
congrats to
And that's how it should be. Why should I beg another person to
another
feel
problem
and express your feelings?
that the modern day woke era woman has decided not to face is being honest about a man being in touch with his emotions and if they can handle it.
What is your definition of a man in touch with his emotions?
That's true.
What's your definition?
No, let me tell you something.
Wait,
Open communication.
How?
I feel a way about something. I
I'm
say
saying
it.
that.
I don't reserve it.
Okay.
Which is what most men do.
Maybe not most.
So why do we say men are bad communicators?
Because we love women that
Yeah.
don't. Let me tell you. See, Melody, there is
That
ingrained.
men are bad communicators.
No. Wait. There's ingrained societal problems on societal beliefs on both sides.
Okay.
A lot of women have been nurtured to feel like men shouldn't communicate emotions. So, wait.
Yeah,
the moment a man is communicating, the woman is communicating what she feels. The guy is communicating what he feels. The woman feels like the guy is nagging subconsciously.
I have never
You don't
heard
deal with women.
a woman
You don't deal with
call
women.
a man a nagger.
Melody, you don't deal with
Or
women.
the man is nagging.
No,
Always
I'm
the
not.
men
I'm not
saying-
saying. I'm not saying she's saying it, but
She's acting like he's nagging.
the fact that the woman is not willing to take what he's saying on board
inside of the woman cringes.
do you understand?
Something cringes.
The only time I cringe is when you're not expressing yourself.
That's not true.
An emotional man to a lot of women
Is a
is
bitch.
something they
Is
want.
a bitch.
No. Yeah.
He's a bitch.
No, that's one. Two, I think that women, because we are in the era of
Accept. Everybody's feelings are
We're in
valid.
the era
By
of-
the way,
we're in-
most of your feelings are not valid.
we're in the
By
era
the
of
way,
we're in the era of emotional intelligence.
by the way, your feelings are not valid.
Let
we're
me
in
say,
the era where
your
emotional
feelings are always valid.
Congrats. Congrats to what you just said.
We're in the
to
era
people.
of emotional.
Me, I'm rebutting it.
We're in the era
All
of
your feelings are not valid
Are your feelings always valid or not?
my feelings towards the thing.
Yeah.
because I'm
Somebody's
sensible.
feeling always valid.
Is
No,
someone's
me. I'm
feelings.
sensible. I don't always express my
Well,
feelings
so
unnecessarily.
now, let me ask you, what do we refer to when we say something is valid?
Like-
it would mean it's true. It
Yes,
would mean
it's okay.
It's correct.
It's okay for you to feel that
Depends
we
on
are
the
allowed
co-
to feel.
Depends on the context. Jealousy is a feeling,
Uh-huh.
and jealousy is human.
Is it valid?
Of course, it's valid. I think the real problem is what you do next. How do you act on it?
How is it expressed?
So people now use all my feelings are valid to act on things
Wizkid
in
has
a
his
stupid
feelings. Is
way.
it valid?
It's not, It's not valid.
That one is not feeling.
But it is a feeling.
It is a feeling now. Do you get? So where was I? What was I saying?
Sorry, I cut you short. I regret it because now you've got your train of thought. We're talking about expressing of feelings and emotional. Women are always saying men who express their feelings are bitches, or
they feel like that subconsciously.
Yeah,
but they cringe.
They don't know that that's what they feel, but
they cringe. I don't think so.
You'll be surprised.
I think that a lot of, and I think the real trick of the modern day man is balancing it.
I don't think it is.
I don't think you should balance anything.
No, you do.
So what do you think you should do?
I don't think you should balance it.
What do you think you should do?
The trick is the moment you see a woman that says, "What's a man?" Like any woman that makes a reference to a man.
Yeah, you're in trouble. A real man. A real man is such a red flag.
A real man is the biggest red flag.
It's such a dare thing to say.
A real man is
a man, so you should not express. Like, bro, speak on. I'm actually disgusted when I see people doing this thing where you don't want to express yourself.
Well, to be honest,
open your mouth and talk. If you want to cry, cry.
No, let's remove women entirely from the equation. Men should be very expressive and emotional because we have the highest rates of suicides. Niggas are dying out here. Niggas are taking their problems with them to
say your truth. Say whatever you want to say. Say what you feel. Say what you need. Do you want your girlfriend to play with your asshole? Do you want her to finger your asshole?
No,
it doesn't make you
gay. Let me give you no. I like that she went there. It
doesn't make you gay.
Because I have a very great example.
Yes, she want her to lick
Amber Rose and Kanye West fell out.
Yeah, she said that it was
and she came out and said she liked being. Why did she do that?
I
don't even know if it's true or not, but why did she do that?
Let me tell you why. I mean, Ella has not feel like a mistress con. She probably felt like that was, but guess what?
No, she was referring to you as him being a bitch. That's why he talks a lot because he gets his fingers.
No.
That's what she was referring to.
Wait. She never liked Kim Kardashian.
No,
you don't get what I'm saying.
Forget that part.
Why is it the getting touched that
Ella has no fury?
Wait, see.
Because he didn't marry her.
No, wait, listen. That why is a man's
man, do you know how much money she will have if Kanye West married her?
This is what I want to tell you.
My first question is why are you in a relation? Why is something intimate weaponized?
No.
Why is something? True. Yeah, no, but
that's let me tell you something.
And also, why is it that we want to say that a man is a woman
and this
or
is
man
why,
is being a bitch and that's because of his getting?
And guess what? Melody, this is Melody, real life.
No,
this is what a lot of men
crazy.
This is what a lot of men face in their relationship. What do you say?
Sorry, don't fucking touch my asshole, motherfucker.
Man getting fingered in his asshole is quite crazy.
I mean, if you're not gay,
do you think it's crazy?
I think that
it's very interesting.
I think that no. I think that men were taught to be very sexually repressed.
Yes,
I don't disagree with you.
I
don't disagree. Wait. I don't disagree with you. Let
them suck your
yacht. Just listen. I don't disagree with you.
And we have not grown biases to it. I too don't want anything near my
I don't disagree with you.
But at the same time, I can tell that we are like that because
I don't disagree with you. But guess what? It's not entirely unfounded. Do you know why?
Go ahead.
Do you know why?
I want to hear this
because
agenda.
Oh no, it's not agenda. It's just
because what?
Can I just finish?
Land.
Exactly. Like a lot of men, like if you read articles about like men who are like homosexual, they tend to feel a lot of pleasure there. Like part of a lot. I've read articles where some of them say when they get an erection, there's something there. You understand? Like it's not entirely unfounded that there's a pleasure spot there for a lot of people.
I mean, they do say that the man's.
It's not a lot of people. A man's spot is in your ass.
I don't care.
Science.
You've not even touched it. You don't even know.
Congrats to you. I don't care. Now let's get back to what's important. What's important here is yes, I do agree with you. That's repressed, but the fact that the way a lot of people that are not straight feel pleasure, they feel pleasure there, or they can't feel pleasure there. Some of them can't feel pleasure there. And the fact that that's the way they penetrate each other and actually find pleasure. You can't entirely say it's, especially in a world where a man's sexuality can be quickly called into question by the fact that he wants someone to play with his asshole. Does that make sense? Like the fact that I want someone to play with my asshole calls my sexuality into question entirely, right? And the fact that if the moment I ask somebody to do it for me, so the person can go out and say the next minute, just like Amber Rose, and say, "Oh, you like your ass to be fingered."
Yeah, I think that. So this is why these are like surface level even examples. These Amber Rose very surface level. Another great public example would be Drake, When Drake is in women's good books, we love his music. He's so emotional. He's so, when Drake is in your bad books, like when he, this is, what's her name's husband, Serena Williams' husband, you come online and you mock him and say, he's singing 21, can you do something for me? Like a bitch. They were
just like a man wants to shame a woman by calling her a bitch. A lot of women want to, they claim they don't do this, but a lot of them they want to shame you by calling you a pussy and by bringing examples that actually show quote unquote what society would deem to be a bitch or a pussy.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is, men already have a fucked up relationship with ego.
Yes.
Right?
Complicated.
We have a fucked up relationship with ego.
But where is that ego from?
I don't even know. Then
we'll get to it.
Then you now want me to be vulnerable with you completely.
Body, soul, and spirit.
My nigga, do not turn around and weaponize my vulnerability in any way. Listen, men, go and ask men. You have a lot of men friends. Sit them down. Real talk. When they have issues with their women, the things that women bring out to say,
like their actual partners.
Yes,
not all women.
Not all women,
kind of
of
things
course.
That they say, like, give me an example. Like what?
They find your weakness. They
I
know your
borrowed
weakness.
you money.
Yeah.
I
And that's not a lie.
Why is what's her name? Skibi's ex
talking about
DSF. That she gave him money and all. She gave him money.
She said she was giving him money.
Bought the Fendi.
My man bought a new car. She came online and was
saying that. No, but so you know that is also a different conversation because Skibi
let's imagine
Skibi as an artist because he has in the past faked his death.
No. Let's imagine.
Wait.
In the past, he has faked his death, and when people are talking about it, they'll be like, "Oh, if someone can fake his death, it's possible that he's literally not rich."
That's not their business when it comes to
because they mentioned it.
No. Let me tell you something.
Someone that has
Melody is false equivalence equating me faking my death to
and being a perpetual liar.
We've been a perpetual liar and someone revealing things that have happened in my relationship in public.
Now, thank you. Where I'm going is let's imagine she was borrowing him money. He's a broadcast. Let's imagine
that as a
why on earth
is it
are you
coming out in public?
weaponizing it?
You know why?
Listen, relationships these days are fickle.
She said return my money.
No.
She's just using it to embarrass him.
She said that you should.
Okay, Melody, let's even say embarrass.
You have his number.
Money.
You talk with him. You can't text him. You can't text OJ, his manager.
OJ's manager.
Why? We see it every day. We just
Melody, let's not lie to ourselves.
Women weaponize men's vulnerabilities. They do.
And bro,
men also do this.
Melody,
let's not
lie to ourselves. Do you know the amount of things that women used to abuse men on social media?
You know, pass money and I fuck you, or you know your sex is bad and money. That's all now.
Because men have built their ego around these things,
yeah, why
and
would
women
you
know.
You your ego from there.
And women is the same way. Is the same way.
So you are not going to tell your gender to stop being stupid.
Use some self-worth. Let your self-worth not be tied to all these kind of things.
Maybe
that's like
wait. Maybe
that's like
hello. Maybe we should tell women that their self-worth to stop being tied to the fact that you don't have nyash.
Clearly, but you always say
not you.
Or the need.
Why is it nyash?
You see what I'm talking about?
Like, can't you just?
I never even mentioned her.
Can't you just apply your sense?
Or the need for BBLs.
I never even mentioned her.
No, you said me. You said, why can't you just not look at the fact that you don't have nyash? You said you don't have nyash.
Generally, no. I said women.
That's
what I said. I said, why can't women?
Why didn't you use breasts?
No.
Why didn't you say you're not fine? Why is it
I wanted to use the ass of nyash.
Or the need for BBL.
Melody, the fact that you just picked that song, it proved my point.
That's what.
It proves my point.
Anyway, speaking about men and all this, Rambo is in the news. His wife said she does not have money to. That he's just a governor's son. That she borrowed him 10K.
She even put screenshot of the 10K transfer.
God, I beg. Don't they have like 2 kids together?
She said she's not done. She's done with the marriage.
Fraulein. What was that guy's that babe's name? Francophone. Frankfurt.
She said
she has one very German.
Who is that?
Like that. Fraulein.
The wife.
That's the title of this episode. Fraulein.
9.
Oh God. My SME.
I can't believe we just bantered in German.
Do you guys want to hear the story or no? So apparently,
I did, and she said he's been abusive as well.
He's been abusive. She showed a picture
of him-
of a door that he broke
punched.
with. He punched and broke. And then she said that all this money thing that she loans him money.
I think that
like
they're
she-
just. I don't know the situation on that. I don't know like the full situation on that. So I'm not gonna.
Here's what I'm
speak
going
on
to
that.
say.
But I just know that we have a lot of emotionally unstable adults.
I don't. True, but I don't know why.
But why did he think? So now here's a question. He's abusing me, right? He's abusing me. I need help. This nigga that's a very serious thing, right? And we can understand why you would bring it out to the
No, I don't think it should be.
No. Let me even say, I don't even know. I mean, you gotta look at in the screenshots. She shared a lot of screenshots.
She did.
There's a screenshot where, if it is him allegedly, so I don't have to use allegedly, where
He's
he said
texting.
where he's texting and he's saying,
Where are you?
Where are you? You're out with a nigga, Abi. I'll have him arrested. I'll have
Said,
him locked
you're
up.
with a man ignoring my calls. You really evil. Where the fuck are you? Answer you sneaky snake.
That's crazy.
I swear
Wait,
he's
sir.
dead. I will first jail
He's
him
dead.
for some weeks
I'll
so
jail him
you
for
so
some
you
weeks.
know what's up.
This is a governor's son.
See, you have 5 minutes
There's
to
a
call
power
me
play here.
before I do something really drastic. You're pissing me the fuck off and making me look bad. Now lie to me that you want to shine in the gym. You're nasty as fuck you.
Nah.
How do people communicate like this though?
So now with this context, right, you can understand why she would come from. Like the guy is even threatening that whoever she's with, she'll put him in jail.
No, do you
He'll put her
see
in-
context now?
See the context.
You see
Now I
context.
can understand you coming and saying, "Yo, everybody."
Because
this
if you
nigga is
you
moving
divorce
crazy.
in peace, it's unlikely that you're going to have peace.
No, this nigga is moving crazy. I can get that. I get that 100%. Especially if you think you're not
But
safe.
don't involve the money shit.
My brother.
Yeah. You are trying to shame him now.
You are now trying to shame him.
For loaning money from you as
Yeah.
a partner.
Like, why? So, like, why?
And this is why niggas would be dead broke and not ask their women for money.
Then that's your fault, bro.
It's not their fault.
Bro.
They've seen trauma.
If you cannot find someone that you can talk to about
So,
such
how come
things-
women can use trauma as an excuse and men can't?
Ooh, chefing.
Chefing,
whipping.
Chiwo. Who says you can?
Baking
That's what you
soda.
said.
I got baking soda.
Answer the question.
Why are you sounding like an old Yoruba woman? What the fuck is going on, bro?
You know what's funny? What's funny? It's funny. I'm telling you, answer the question. Like, don't debate for what you are saying. I'm not. I understand that you can. Of course, you're traumatized and stuff. But don't you think you're doing yourself a disservice as a man if you go on to partner with someone that you cannot confide in when you're
May I ask you a
financially
question?
down?
You can't
Wait,
know.
No,
No, you can't know that.
Motolani,
Oh, you're
Wait, you
dating
can't
may
know.
I ask you a question?
can't know.
May I ask you a question? What would you say is the ratio of emotionally balanced men to emotionally imbalanced men? What would you say is the ratio?
Emotionally balanced,
Yeah.
20.
Like 20 to what? Like
To
out
80.
of, let's say on a scale from 1
Men-
to 10.
Emotionally unbalanced, 80. Emotionally balanced, 20.
And yet people will still have to find relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that 80 people are dating them and whatnot. They could change. They could learn.
Bro,
They could
it's-
adapt.
it's a disaster.
I don't even think that's the point. The point is, don't let me miss the point. There was a point.
You were
You're
saying
talking
that
about
it doesn't
money.
always show in the beginning.
When you're dating someone, that the person cannot help you financially, or the person cannot be there for you financially.
Yeah, it's always wait.
I asked you that why are you as a man dating someone that you cannot confide in when you have financial troubles?
I mean, how do you know?
I don't know what I don't know what you guys are doing together.
Melody,
Won't you know from the way I talk about money?
not really,
I don't know.
Not really though.
I don't know.
No. Here's the thing.
You can't tell.
No, in some cases you can tell. But
always
wait, in some cases you can. But in other cases, a lot of women are probably not even like that. But they need to make the man feel pain. And
Why?
wait, they need to make the man feel a certain amount of pain. And they know that a lot of men attach their self-worth to their egos. And a lot of things uphold that ego. So part of it is money.
A big part of it is money.
So when I say that he borrows money from me, I just wanted to feel the pain. That's all.
Of not giving him the money.
No. Of
What's
the
the
fact that he
pain?
borrowed money from me.
Okay, but
And
he's to
he's
insult
broke.
you.
He's broke.
Yeah. And bro, I think one of the biggest.
What when people are borrowing, people
One
used to
of-
pay
one-
back.
one of
Because
the
sometimes
biggest-
they be scamming women, collecting their money and not paying them back. Because men.
shout out to my enemies are after me. One of the
Meanwhile, that
biggest
nigga is brown.
Who is that?
That guy is living big.
is out now. Tinder swindler.
Oh, okay.
One
Borrowing
of
money
the
and not
one
paying
of the biggest
back.
lessons I think men in general should learn is unlearning that your self-worth as a man is attached to
money and sex.
It's a hard, before even saying unlike,
why?
it's hard.
How can it be
It's hard because everything around you reinforces it every day. Every day. Everything around you as a man.
But all the things that men that reinforces these things for men, where they feel like their ego is tied to women. Also, women go through the same thing, but we don't have our ego to our worth.
Your ego is attached to your looks.
Let her go.
For women, it's looks.
No, let her go.
My guy, they wait for front.
Go.
Where am I going?
Not Jerusalem.
The same things that you guys.
We're going to Babylon.
The same things that you guys need.
Jericho.
Shut up. The same things you guys need money for. Women need money for those things, like family, bills.
No, but
Melody, let me
ask.
Let me tell you something. Who's on social media saying I want to get flued and I need someone to pay my bills?
Melody, it's not the same.
Please tell me this flued out. This flued out.
The truth, bro.
No,
because I don't like women that can't pay their own bills. It pisses me the fuck off.
Flued off.
Excel, let me tell you something right now. The biggest turn off for me in a woman ever right now is you can be fine, you can be a baddie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even sleep with you if I discover that you don't take pride in paying your bills. Do you understand? Like the moment I can see
bro, and these women,
that you don't take pride in paying your bills, I'm out.
And bro, women are so conditioned, no matter how woke they are.
Bro,
this conditioning of
bro,
a man should, like, I remember, bro, someone tweeted something. Melody, please remind me, because me and you spoke about it. We laughed about it. A woman tweeted something about, we even talk about it on the pod, that if a man says, "Oh, I like that you pay your bills," I like,
that one is also a turn off.
Yeah, we spoke about it on the
It's
pod.
a red flag because we know that it is weird as.
Why is it weird?
The conversation was not that a man that says, "Can you?"
Oh,
no, the conversation was the conversation was that when a man begins to hail you and say, "Independent woman,"
but that's not true. That's an interpretation problem.
I know when a man begins
spoke about it.
Yes, when a man begins to hail you and say, "You're an independent woman, strong woman, a bills paying woman. You they walk, you they hustle, like run." But you should actually run.
Why?
Because a lot of times when men say those things, they need to gauge how much suffering, how much you can how much you can pay bills.
And I think
is suffering the fact that you're paying your bills?
No. I think another issue here is they don't want the man gauging. Another issue.
It's not your money because now he will not be reluctant to do things in the relationship.
Hey, come outside. Come outside. You have landed.
I'm outside.
They don't want you to gauge so that you do more always.
So you do your job. No. Excel.
Melody, this
you
one
do your job
facts.
as a man.
Nah, facts. Nah, facts.
Wait, let me talk.
Nothing. There's nothing.
Let me talk now.
Speak.
They go.
Talk
I'm
about
saying
it.
That I didn't You guys are disgusting. Let me talk, please.
Nothing.
Melody.
The point I was trying to make is
now you even carry us go there.
You can't
That's
get
the
out
best
of
part.
Let me talk, please. I'm busy. Booked and busy.
Sorry, Tolu Daniels.
Not MIA.
The point, what I'm saying, because you people have agenda, you try to push me into that. I said that so that the man will not start using that as a yardstick to measure how much bills you can pay, so that it doesn't make him lazy and begin to depend on you and think that the relationship will function on your money.
This is a perception. Wait, Excel. This is a perception problem.
And Lagos men can borrow money.
No. I don't know.
My nigga.
Wait. See, let's explain this like ABC. It's a perception problem. Now, you think it's because the man wants to borrow money from you. I don't disagree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem here is, in this era of feminism is what feminism used to be on Nigerian Twitter, especially 5 years ago, is dying on the platter, on the platform of I want to get flued out. I don't want to work again. I need someone to pay my bills. You know what is really now in 2022? I don't want to work anymore. I want to be a new jogger. You know what new jogger means?
Like that will be taking care of you now.
Oga's eyeballs. I want to be Oga. You know what Oga means? Oga's heart. Oga's heartbeats.
But guys,
wait! Let me land. You understand? And these things seem like jokes, but they are not. Because a lot of women, a lot of these women will gladly accept these things. What are you saying? Now
we are outside.
Oh, bro.
Hey, God. God.
Now, a lot of these women think is because what's the ratio of women that are taking care of men versus men that are taking care of women? Let's go there.
We take care of men emotionally.
So does Jesus. So does Jesus.
No.
So does us now.
Guys, but jokes aside, let's be very real. There is the ratio of women in relationships that do absolutely nothing is almost not existent.
That's not true.
No, nothing in what? No.
Financially, financially. Like they don't do anything. No
That's
support, nothing.
No,
financially.
Yes, I mean in
Melody.
2022, not all those that were old school.
No, that's not true.
Even our mothers used to take care of the home financially, and men will not be doing anything.
You're
now.
underplaying poverty. You're underplaying systemic inequality. Even in 2022, it's still a big problem.
People are making it seem like women don't do things in the relationship financially.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying my own is I want women to accept that ingrained in them is the belief
that a man
that
must take care of you.
A man must take care of his woman. Just come out and say it like this.
And accept
Don't
it.
come and say when a man
Melody.
says you are independent, run. No. You know that if you are already thinking, bro, women are chess players, man.
Bro.
You're already thinking 3 steps ahead. You know that if he
Trauma
perhaps perhaps
trauma, please.
Wait, play your own business trauma.
Was it not?
Listen,
It's from trauma.
Wait. Pay your bills is trauma.
No, I didn't say that. Telling you a manipulator.
No.
You're a manipulator.
Listen,
You're
guy.
a manipulative
Pay your
man.
own bills
I
is
didn't
trauma.
say that.
No,
Is that what I said?
no.
You're
This guy said it's from trauma.
Totally, you're a manipulative.
Pay your own bills
I
is
never
trauma.
said that.
Wait, pay your own bills is traumatic
You're a very
experience.
manipulative man. That's not what I said.
I didn't understand.
That's not what I said. Totally. I said from the trauma. I didn't.
Which trauma?
I mean,
what
we
you
have
asked
women.
me.
We have women that have been scammed.
Be hoodwinked.
Excel.
You know.
What's the ratio of women that have been scammed by men to the ratio of men that have been scammed by women?
God.
What the fuck are we
God,
saying
I beg you.
What the fuck are we saying here? Hypergamy exists
Nah.
because a lot of women
So
marry
you are
up.
thinking 3 steps ahead,
Well.
and women are thinking 3 steps ahead and are saying, if this man gauge say,
Let me tell you
my
something.
bad day like this, right? He knows I can pay for Netflix.
Do you understand?
Nepa bill,
Do you understand?
This man no go. He go only buy if you only buy on Valentine's Day. If you only spend money once a month, before you know it, he will want me to pay for the date. Hey, no, red flag. God forbid. Arrow, Sofia.
And also, we've
Just
women,
come out and say, bro.
notice that men now intentionally seek out women who have money.
Why not?
Have you seen inflation?
Are you mad?
Do you people want
You're
men?
lazy,
Wait.
go away.
Do you people want
Yes.
Melody?
Guys,
Do you want men to have
wait.
peace of mind or not?
Repeat that and say it with your full chest.
What did she say?
I said that you're lazy now.
Say it to me. With
It's
your
not
full
a youth.
chest.
I'm just saying that you are lazy because as a man, why you intentionally taking out women that have money?
Like, I like the fact that you're saying it's not me.
Bro, these women.
Anybody that's intentionally seeking out women that have money, you don't
women
want to
woke
work.
on
Go
Monday
and work.
and toxic on Tuesday.
Women that are intentionally
It's a
seeking out men that
madness.
have money. Go and work.
Excel. See, my analogy.
Excel, Enoch, Joab.
I will not date a
Once
woman.
It's
of
what
now.
I didn't
woman-
say knock, by the way.
Yes,
But let's
please. And Enoch
One-
walked with God. Wants a woman that has money.
Melody, do you
I
know
don't
why?
want a woman that does not have a job. What does that as in?
Melody, so we should
She-
we should
she
marry.
loses her
Wait.
job
So she shouldn't marry.
Her value is not tied to her job.
Guy. So you should only marry her because of her breast and yash, abi?
That's not what I'm saying. And we will never. And one thing that we will never do is act like women who don't contribute to the home financially don't do other things.
Like what?
Like all the emotional
Domestic-
labor, domestic labor. Like what are we saying? Women are
I
never just sit on their asses doing
agree
nothing.
that with your partner.
That
Agree that with your partner.
exactly. It doesn't make her. Because so women do so much work.
But it's not
Emotional labor,
Hello, Melody.
like
Melody,
domestic
you
labor.
need to listen.
Wait, stop. Pause
Don't
on
ask
this
that
emotional
question,
labor.
ask
What
Don't
the
ask-
fuck is
Yes,
emotional labor?
Let me tell you the trajectory.
What-
Guy, wait.
What is emotional
Let
labor?
me tell
Explain
you.
it.
That's okay.
Let me tell you the
I
trajectory.
I will not forget.
Let me tell you the trajectory of feminism on Nigerian Twitter.
Trajectory.
2001, 2002.
It's been a great evolution.
Warming up.
Women up for what?
2013, 2016. Heights.
High gear.
They were going in.
Matrix.
That's not what.
13 to 16.
Okay.
Ow! They were just going in.
Fighting for women's
Like,
rights. Shout out to women who did that. Like,
rights,
we forever owe you. We forever
men
owe you. Shout out to those
and women are
women.
the same. Men and women are equal. Like all things men can do, women can do.
All
16.
things.
Wait,
They never said all
16
things.
to 18. Oh, guy, I can dig up to it. I have time. 16 to 18. We might have to stand there now proposing to men, because that was the era where women proposing to men started trending on social media.
And something inside women cringed. Something inside women cringed when they saw other women kneeling down to propose. I will never do it. Feminist in bio. Never do it. And then the best. And listen. There's a reason why women are put in managerial levels and they can be very good at it. They know how to argue points. Women, my goodness. When you bring up feminism is more than kneeling down. Feminism is more than cooking in the kitchen. Feminism is, bro, I love it. Then they'll come back.
They hate gender roles. They hate gender roles, except when it benefits them.
I said they will come back and tell you that you don't count cooking as labor.
But when a man can't cook, they will say you don't have survival skills. So between 2018 and now, they don't realize, say, oh boy, as dollar they rise, they realize, say, oh boy, equality can't be equality. Equality cannot.
Is the world even equal? You guys just touch.
Excel, do you understand?
Is the world equal?
They are saying equality. Is
there not still disproportion in
the era? Then we are now in the era which I would like to call the 49.99 era.
What's 49?
2019 when Tiwa Savage dropped that song.
No, what's that? What does that have to do with this conversation?
Then continue. I was describing era.
That's the title of this episode. 49.99 era.
You guys are dead. Please, with the amount of emotional labor women do.
What's emotional labor?
Please.
What's emotional labor?
Emotional labor. Women shoulder the emotional labor in relationships in different ways. First and foremost, from the domestic chores.
Emotional labor has nothing to do with domestic chores.
No, wait now, guy, chill.
No, emotional and domestic chores are very. My brother.
Let me please now. I'm saying it. Calm down. I'm headed there.
You wash the place with love.
No, chill.
My nigga,
chill.
don't use English and kill me.
No, when I'm doing
I don't even disagree with you.
When one person's doing all the housework, the house chores.
No, Melody, when a woman doesn't have any prospects,
you don't think it affects you. When you're the one who does all the domestic chores in the house, you're responsible for all the heavy lifting in the house.
You're not bringing any
income. Maybe not heavy, but all the domestic chores, cleaning. Let me talk. Cleaning, washing plate, doing all of those things, taking care of the children, running around, cooking. Everything is literally on you. You don't think it affects you emotionally?
It doesn't affect the person that's bringing all the money. How about the person that's bringing all the money? Guy. What the fuck are you saying? What the fuck are you saying? Hello, what the fuck are you saying? What the fuck are you saying? I don't understand.
Tolani did the guy like I betrayed him, like I stabbed him in the back.
The guy said, "Oh, it take."
But it does take a toll.
I don't disagree.
So does
bringing money, working hard, doing a job that you hate. What are you saying?
Working double shifts. So why is your emotional labor more important than the man's own?
I'm not. What emotional labor do you do? Then also communication in the house is the woman that will say, "Oh, are you doing this? Is everything okay?
What emotional labor
blah
do
blah
men
blah
do?
blah." All of that.
Why do men have the highest suicide rates in the world?
That's
I don't know.
Guy.
You tell me, hey, man.
Bro, that was my next question.
So is this suicide rate?
No, I want to hear.
Suicide rate,
it's very important. Please do not.
So you are shitting on men's mental health.
Please do not make light
on men's mental health struggle.
Please do not make light. I beg you.
Can I speak?
No,
because you'll be cancelled in like 3 years from now.
Please let me
over
talk.
This comment.
Please
clarify take a look at one camera and clarify for the audience.
You're an idiot. Suicide living, but what I'm saying. Suicide rate.
When someone says take a look,
suicide rate Isha. Suicide. Let I talk. Suicide rate Isha. Suicide rate every time. Suicide rate. And the funny part that women are the ones who speak about men's suicide rate the most.
No, you do it for points.
We are the ones who even address it and say that men.
And then when men they do it for the points of men don't express emotions.
Should I tell you?
But when men actually express emotions, you can't take
Melody,
it.
should I tell you why you do it for points? Because you're in the work era where everything is for points, where everything is mostly performative. So even you talking about, you only do it so that you can come and tell us that you are the ones that talk about it. When we've spoken about things that would actually bring some balance, and we've just told you how women can't really handle a man that's emotional without in most cases, not in all cases.
Can the men even handle their own self when they're emotional? Can you handle with yourselves?
I agree. Men have troubles emotionally. Wait, now here let me land.
But you expect a man to handle a woman's emotional problems? No.
Without weaponizing his vulnerabilities.
No, Excel. You must take out
without weaponizing his vulnerabilities.
Take out weaponizing anybody's vulnerabilities. A lot of women can't even handle it. Like, they claim they want men to talk, but can you handle the man talking? Do you understand? Can you handle it from the perspective of, are you not going to subconsciously think that it's not saying too much because you should be a real man and suck it up? Wait, and then number 2, a lot of it, what men have to say, they are not pretty. Can you handle them?
Why is it not pretty when I can talk to you calmly? That's the people most think we must always shout and be aggressive and yell.
That's not true.
To communicate.
You see the problem? You see the problem?
Must you yell? Like, must you yell to communicate?
Let me tell you the problem here right now.
That's not true.
Let me tell you the problem here right now. You just acted like a typical Nigerian woman.
You guys are disgusting now. You just said that the way the man communicates is not pretty. Does it have to not be pretty?
Melody, I'm not saying that. I said what he has to say.
It's not pretty. Why is it not pretty?
Because it might not be pretty.
When I talk to you about what you do to me, I can still say it in a pretty way. Why?
No!
Why? How?
Honesty is not pretty.
Wait. Okay, wait. No.
That's a lie, bro.
No.
Melody, when men say, what's the pretty way
of saying
of you people? I think because one of the things that I know annoys women, especially Nigerian women, especially you have highlighted this a lot, is sorry.
God, I did not highlight it that way. What I said is that you guys say sorry to shut down. That's also lack of emotional maturity on the man's part.
No.
Because you say sorry to shut down conversations.
No, I think Melody, we've also established that a lot of women...
I apologize for what I did. How can I make it better? What did I do to
Melody,
you?
have we not established before on this podcast that women sometimes like the argument, they want the fight?
I don't want the fight. I want you to walk through the process with me and understand what you did.
I don't disagree with
Coals of fire.
I don't disagree with you. But what you need to understand is a lot of women that think that they can handle it can't. They just want to win the argument.
The work in the process thing.
Yeah. They want to win the argument, and in that case, it frustrates the guy because you are not listening to him. Like, all you just want. Do you know that a lot of women find it hard to apologize? Ooh.
Is that what we're talking about?
Do you want to go there?
Melody, is this a symptom
of what
that you have?
This guy just talk like Sam Loco.
This is a symptom.
Get out. What does that even have to do with anything, bro?
This guy just talk like Sam Loco.
This is a symptom.
How many hours have we done?
A doctor today.
How many hours have we done?
We've done 2 hours plus.
Just now. What have we said? Like 2 hours.
We've done 2 hours.
We've not said anything. Like, please.
Basically, what I think the lesson here for anybody who has listened to this interesting argument is be better to your partner.
Yes,
in all forms.
I agree.
And I think people should stop weaponizing the weaknesses and vulnerabilities of their partners, even when they
men should
break
stop
up.
saying that weakness as not having money. That cannot be the only weakness you have in this life, dear brother.
But no, it is.
Perhaps if a lot of women
a man says,
wait. What you people also need to understand that this is a very patriarchal
for every
society.
Ojoro you bring, there's another Ojoro.
Ojoro cancel Ojoro.
Ojoro.
Now, what you people need to understand that this is a highly patriarchal society, and in a highly patriarchal society, there are benefits for the women.
I agree, definitely.
And part of the benefits is that a lot of women tend to take care of women, and a lot of the men don't tend to talk a lot, and the women tend to win a lot of arguments. Simple.
And on this note, it's a wrap.